The Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, fresh off a 2-1 weekend at the Edina Classic, taking on the Cloquet Escrow Carleton Lumberjacks. Good evening, I'm Sheldon Willis, along with Tom Downing, and also a welcome to our Cloquet listeners, as we're also on Legends Rock 96.5 WKLK in Cloquet. We're all over the place tonight with J105 The Thunder in Grand Rapids, and also on a YouTube stream.
Well, hello to the WKLK listeners.
Yes, yeah, we'll welcome them again. I don't know if they're quite on yet, but they will be joining us before we get to our the drop of the puck, as Grand Rapids comes in with a record of 7-3, and like we said, a 2-1 record at the Edina Classic. It's been a while since Rapids has had a winning record that weekend. Yeah,
and you know, I was kind of. I've listened to your broadcast the last 5 games because you guys, you know, you've been on the road, the Warwood Rosso, and anyway, that's a heck of a stretch for the Thunderhawks to come through, and you know, they lost 2 in overtime up north. I don't take much credit, you know. They're good hockey games up there, and they did well down at the Edina Classic. So I'm excited to see what the heck they bring to the table here tonight against Cloquet, a section opponent, and a team that has been hard for them in years past, mostly because of great goaltending, but I'm not sure what to expect tonight from the Lumberjacks after looking at some of their games and
they're
scores.
Young. They are young. This is the Itasca County Health Pregame Show, and they remind you that it's cold and flu season, so remember to wash your hands, cover your cough, and stay home if you're sick, and get your flu shot. We'll take our first break on the pregame show. It'll be a 3-minute break, and when we come back, Joe Gigliotti will have a look back at the Elk River victory for Grand Rapids on last Saturday down in Edina. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on 96.5 WKLK and J105 The Thunder in Grand Rapids.
Hey hockey fans, you know that Claremont Financial Advisors has assisted people with their wealth and retirement goals, but did you know that our office is the captain of Itasca County area for health insurance? We've helped hundreds of people find the right coverage amongst multiple plans we offer, and we take the time to assure that you have the coverage that fits your personal needs. Don't trust your decisions to an 800 number looking for a quick sale. With 3 licensed professionals on staff, give the helpful guides at Claremont Financial a call at 326-3000 to find the right plan for you.
Ray's Marine is a 4th-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including London Questliner boats with Mercury motors. They're making room for the new 2022 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the boat and Mercury motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right boat and Mercury motor for your family at Ray's Sport and Marine, where your passion is the water.
Finding that missing shin guard, remembering whether it's a home or away game, getting the right kid to the right playing field on the right day. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple so you can worry about more important things, like not being that fan.
Oh, come on, ref!
That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together, because it's your chance to show what you're made of, and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like nowhere else. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Got a favorite color? For Sammy's Pizza artists, it's red. The bright, beautiful red of our sauce with a secret mix of seasonings used to paint our canvas. Fresh dough made daily is sculpted by eager artists who create our signature crimped crusts. Sammy's Pizza artists, classically schooled by the masters. The tradition of Sammy's Pizza continues. Go to mysammys.com to find the location near you.
The holiday season is upon us, and perhaps more than ever, it's important to remember the reason for the season, the birth of Jesus Christ. This is Noah Wilcox with Grand Rapids State Bank. Please join me to pause and give thanks and to pray for good health for all. And remember to support your locally owned businesses as you shop for your loved ones. They need our support. From me and my family to you and yours, I wish you a healthy and happy holiday season. Merry Christmas.
Hi, this is Bauer Murphy with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back to the pregame show on J105 The Thunder. Grand Rapids Hockey set to hit the ice tonight against Cloquet Esco Carleton. With Thursday's game against Duluth Denfeld postponed, this will be the Thunderhawks' only game this week. Hi there, I'm Joe Gigliotti. We'll have more on tonight's matchup with the Lumberjacks in a bit. But first, we take a look back to last Saturday. Grand Rapids wrapping up their Edina Classic play against Elk River. While things got a little dicey late in the second period, Grand Rapids does skate away with a 6-3 win. They got things started with a goal at the first period buzzer from Caden Nelson.
Tied up in the corner, and that should, Grand Rapids has it out front. Shot, goal! I think that's good!
That's absolutely good, and that's a big-time play by Caden Nelson.
Caden Nelson with .2. I believe. The clock says 0 now.
Assist to Joey Del Greco and Garrett Drotz. 1-0 Grand Rapids after 1. We go to the second, and Grand Rapids strikes early in that period. 32 seconds in, a goal from Hayden DeMars. Assist to Easton Young. Grand Rapids makes it 3-0, and then 4-0. Back-to-back goals from Joey Del Greco. The first one at 9:28. Assist to Drotz and Nelson. The second one at 11:33.
As Grand Rapids with Hayden DeMars on the forecheck, out front shot. Oh, what a save, and the rebound, they score. Del Greco has another one.
Assist to DeMars. 4-0 Grand Rapids. Looked like they were in cruise control, but then some penalty trouble for the Thunderhawks. And Elk River scores back-to-back power play goals. One from Blaze Shutt and the other from Carter Davis. That one coming with just 12 seconds left in the period. So the Grand Rapids lead is cut to 4-2 as we go to the third. And that lead cut to 1. Elk River scores with less than 2 minutes to go in the game. Even strength goal for Blake Johnson. Rapids trying to hang on to a 4-3 lead, and they do, with 2 empty net goals. One from Justin Kerr and the other from Garrett Drotz. 6-3 Grand Rapids over Elk River Saturday night at the Edina Classic. 2 goals, 2 assists for Del Greco. Del Greco on the adjustments the team made after dropping night 1 at the Edina Classic to the Hornets, bouncing back to beat Eden Prairie and Elk River.
You know, we just got together and we planned out what we needed to do. We needed to be smarter with the puck and really get in on the corners, and I think we did that, and that's how we came out on top.
A goal and 2 assists for Drotz, and the same for Nelson. Miles Gunderson, the win in net, making 19 saves. Sam Stockman, the loss, making 29 saves. Final shots on net, 35-22 Thunderhawks. They're 7-3. They take on Cloquet Esco Carleton tonight. When we return, the Chido Chat. Sheldon Willis visits with the Grand Rapids head coach. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and J105radio.com.
Nooch's in the Corner is wishing you a happy holiday season this year and says thanks to those who have supported the locally owned and operated businesses. Nooch's is paying it forward with Gassing Up for Good. If you purchase a $25 Gassing Up for Good card and give it to someone in need, your name will be entered in a weekly drawing where you can win a gift certificate from another local business in town. You can also leave the card in store and Nooch's will give it to someone in need. Let's remember what the holiday season is about from Nooch's at the intersection of Highway 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Do your current wiper blades leave streaks? Then they need to be replaced. Save $8 when purchasing 2 Trico Onyx Enhanced Beam wiper blades. Save $4 on Trico rear wipers for your SUV or minivan. Free installation on most models. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Look no further than Lake Country Power for all your electric water heating needs. Lake Country Power's 8-hour interruptible water heating program is great for homes and cabins and helps keep your electric bills down with the program's reduced electric rate. Best of all, electric water heating is safe. No flames, vents, backdrafts, or carbon monoxide. No worries. So get with the program and call Lake Country Power today or visit us at lakecountrypower.coop.
Hi, this is Kurt Werner, Executive Vice President of Woodland Bank. You know, the cherished memories warm the heart of those who are far away at Christmas time. If you aren't spending the holidays at home, here's hoping the sights, sounds, and fragrances of Christmas help you recall your most cherished holiday memories. That's the wish from everyone here at Woodland Bank. May the memories of the holidays past add a special measure of joy to those at this special time of year. Woodland Bank, member FDIC, an equal housing lender.
With over 110 pre-owned vehicles in stock, Grand Rapids Chevrolet offers the area's best selection and prices. Get a 2020 Equinox LT all-wheel drive with low miles for $27,480 or a 2018 Silverado Crew LT2 4x4 reduced to $36,480. See all the specials at GrandRapidsGM.com. Plus, come check out the GM-certified pre-owned vehicles. Visit the Northland's fastest-growing dealership, Grand Rapids Chevrolet. On the car corner, Chevy. Find new roads.
When you don't have time to go to lunch, let Jimmy John's deliver lunch to you. With Jimmy John's, we can get a freaky fresh sandwich to you freaky fast. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it.
Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to.
Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
Hi, this is Blaine Mortensen with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105, and I'm with assistant coach Bo Geisler because head coach Wade Chido is still tied up in a meeting. He's cutting it a little close tonight.
Yeah, but,
he's head coach. You got to do stuff.
He's got to do whatever he's got to do. Just like we all pitch in and fill the roles.
So you're pitching in with the pregame interview. Let's talk a little bit about the Edina Classic. Going 2-1 there. It, all in all, was a really good weekend.
Yeah, it was we had a really, really good start, I thought, against Edina. And then our wheels fell off a little bit, for the second and third. And we bounced back against Eden Prairie, really nice. We took them down to the wire and had a really nice overtime win. And that sparked momentum moving into Elk River, which I thought we had a really good game. We let up a little bit, took a couple penalties that we probably shouldn't be taking at that time of the game, and let them back into it a little bit, but then we're able to finish.
And that Eden Prairie game, just being able to finish a close game, get that overtime win after a couple overtime losses the weekend before, that had to just feel like a load off the back for the team.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we had 2 close games, like you said, Warroad and Roseau, that went down to the wire, went into overtime, and we ended up losing. And to come out on top of this one was a huge boost of confidence for the guys, and hopefully it propels them forward.
Who are some players you thought took steps forward in the Edina Classic and started playing better hockey, raised their level of hockey to that state tournament level?
Well, obviously, I thought as a team we took that step. Hayden DeMars, had a really nice goal. Bauer Murphy started to shine a little bit on the back end, and getting more and more comfortable as his playing time increases. And also, I thought the D-Corps did a really nice job, as I'm being really biased. But no, I thought all in all, there was a lot of players that stepped up and played very well. Even Drotzy played really well too. So,
and I thought that whole first line kind of took it to that next level. Third period overtime against Eden Prairie and carried that over into the Elk River game.
Yeah, they played a lot of minutes, and they played very well. They had a few mistakes here and there, but all in all, they played really, really well.
Back at home, and this ends up being the only game this week, with the Thursday game being postponed. I guess what are you looking for tonight back in front of the home crowd?
I'm just looking for guys to compete. Three hard periods, put together a full game. I don't want to see any dumb penalties and selfish penalties where guys are putting themselves before the team. Where we don't need those type of penalties. I'd like to see us all work together really hard and come out on top of this one.
If there's one thing maybe you could pick on with this team, there's been a few too many offensive zone penalties.
Yeah, I mean, I love the aggressiveness. those penalties kill you, especially in the offensive zone. But we're working towards the end of the year, so if we can correct all these and move forward and learn from them, that's what we need to do.
Well, thanks for filling in quite well, Bo. Maybe you'll have a second gig here doing the pregame interview, or won't we tell Wade?
We'll see. We'll see what it comes about. But.
Thank you.
All right, thanks.
And that is Bo Geisler on our pregame interview as he fills in. There was a meeting about squirt hockey, I understand, still going on in the conference room. I assume Wade has now left the meeting.
Yes, I would imagine he had to be there, though, because that's a good thing to do, to have the high school guy part of the youth program.
Oh, yeah, you got to do it. Otherwise, I think that is the key to having, one of the keys to having a successful high school program. This is the pregame show, the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105 The Thunder and also on 96.5 WKLK in Cloquet. We're going to take another 3-minute break and come back with Shea Walters, head coach of the Lumberjacks. You're listening to Thunderhawk and Lumberjack Hockey on J105 and WKLK.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
I'm John Weber, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call the Grand Rapids Edward Jones office for all your investment needs. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sturl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sturl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sturl at Sturl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
Taco Tuesday is calling.
Tuesday!
Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunchy.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. Tacos. Taco John's.
Now is the time to make plans to winterize and store your RV for the winter season. Call Roth RV and schedule your service now. You can trust their experienced and reputable service center. Roth RV has a great inventory of RV parts and accessories. At Roth RV, they provide warranty service for all the brands they carry. Plus, they can repair and service most used RVs. New arrivals daily. Stop in and see the 2022 models. RVs, wheeled fish houses, cargo, utility, pontoon, and livestock trailers. Roth RV, Highway 169 East Grand Rapids, and rothrv.com.
Jeannie Strew of Edge of the Wilderness Realty is ready to help you buy or list your next home. She has the experience needed to bring even the most complicated real estate transactions to a successful close. And her honesty, ethics, and professionalism in the real estate market are second to none. Call Jeannie today at 244-8985 or visit EOWRealty.com for current listings. Love where you live. Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
Hi, this is Ron Morquay with the Thunderhawk Hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back to the Itasca County Public Health pregame show on J105. Shea Walters, head coach, Cloquet-Esco Carlton Lumberjacks. We were just talking before I turned the recorder on. It's getting weird again.
Yeah, it seems to be that time of year right before Christmas where we're getting, a lot of teams, a lot of players, they're running low on players with just kids getting sick. So, yeah, it's hopefully we can get through this and, everybody will kind of get back to normal.
Well, and what people maybe don't remember is the year before COVID, there were games canceled because of teams with the flu. Duluth East, I know, canceled a weekend. So it isn't like this is completely uncharted territory.
No, it's not at all. But hopefully everybody can stay as healthy as possible so we can continue our games as normal to give everybody a fair chance, really.
Well, and you mentioned that last weekend you were playing without a full roster by any stretch and having to make it work.
Yeah, and fortunately with players being able to play 4 periods, we were able to kind of mix and match and make sure we got our game in. But yeah, it was a struggle for sure, and we had players that were playing through some stuff, and it's that time of year where every team's battling through sickness. So fortunately, we're starting to get most of our players back, so we're happy about that.
So did you get more? You mentioned you did get most of your players back now?
Yeah, for the most part, we're healthy. Yep.
So I talked a little bit about Lumberjack hockey so far this season. Just looking through the roster, you look pretty young.
Yeah, we are. We're extremely young, and and more than anything, our guys they need to gain experience. We have a really nice group. They all work extremely hard, and they just got to learn the paces of what high school hockey is really like. So, and we put a lot on them. We're putting a heavy load on a lot of these kids, and a lot of them are responding really well. And I think it'll pay dividends further on in the season for sure.
So as you look around the section, this has to be one of those games circled.
Oh, absolutely. Rapids for the last 4 or 5 years have been extremely good. Obviously, a lot of talent coming out of here. They play the game the right way. They're fast. They're experienced. I don't know exactly how they are with their seniors, juniors, sophomores, but I know that they've got a lot of experience, a lot of success. So, it'll be a good testament and a good test for us tonight.
So what are some of the keys for the Lumberjacks tonight?
We got to slow them down. Plain and simple, we got to slow them down. We got to eliminate them in the offensive zone, and we got to play good structure. Got to get pucks deep, got to get pucks out. All the things that every team needs to do, but us especially with their speed and their strength, we got to keep the puck out of their hands as much as possible.
So how do you get that puck moved to the boards and keep them out of the center of the ice where they can use their speed?
Well, just that. You got to keep, when they do have the puck, you got to protect the middle. When we have the puck, we got to make sure we put it in spots where we can go get it. We got to try to, eliminate their speed through the middle, and you got to bump them. Every opportunity you get, you got to get a piece of them. Because if you don't, they're going to build speed, and they can move the puck.
Who are some of the leaders for Cloquet?
It's top to bottom. I think they're all pretty good. I would say, Patty Danaski, Lucas Rauner, Carter Salo. Our goaltending's obviously really well. On any given night, we can go with Walsh here. We can go with Abe. They're both very talented goalies. And we got some young guys that are coming up from Bantams last year that are starting to make strides. So, we'll rely on everybody as much as possible.
Well, it's good to have you in Rapids. It's good to have hockey tonight. Good luck.
That's right. Thank you.
And that is Shea Walters, head coach of the Cloquet-Esco Carleton Lumberjacks here on the Itasca County Public Health pregame show. And they would like to remind you of the importance of getting enough sleep. Children should get 9 to 11 hours, teenagers 8 to 10. Put down those devices and get some Z's and be at your best in the game. And you're old, Tom, you and I are old. We only need 7 or 8.
I get about 7.
Yep. See, there you're good there.
Yeah.
You're good there. We're gaining speed as we get older.
I heard the coach talk about the Cloquet coach talk about the goaltending, which I wanted to find out because he's got 2 goalies that seem to have been splitting duties, and none of them have great statistics. But that's the teams you play and so on. So
and both seniors.
Yeah, and you wonder, is it because they're playing to see who's gonna shine at the end of the year, or they're just both that good that they got to split them up?
Yeah. So and they have split games. It will be Jacob Walsh tonight as we await the teams coming out on the ice. The ice has been done. The ice is firmed up, and we've been waiting for teams to come out. They actually just blew the buzzer to try to get them to come out. It's like, come on, let's get hockey going.
Well, and it was funny, too, as they were starting the Zambonis to come out, both the Cloquet goalie on his blue line, Grand Rapids goalie on this blue line, everybody else off the rink except for the refs. Finally, one of the refs, which is Bobby Zalke, Bay Zalke, and Keith Olaheiser, Zalke hollers. He says, come on, you guys, the Zamboni's waiting to come out. So the goalie skate off like McLaughlin
and Middlestat. I was
they
remembering
did the
that.
rock, paper, scissors, so that the Rapids goalie lost. He had to go off first.
As you were telling that story, I was remembering 2017 state tournament. Blake McLaughlin, Casey Middlestat playing rock, paper, scissors to see who had to leave the ice first. I don't remember who had to leave the ice first that night.
I think it was Middlestat that had to go off that night.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was just, that's their ritual. They got to be the last one off the ice. Both knew it, so they go to the rock, paper, scissors. It's a good way to determine things.
Exactly right. As Cloquet hits the ice, they're in their traveling purple uniforms with the white numbers and the lumberjack with the stocking cap right in front. I love that logo, by the way. As Cloquet hits the ice, and we assume that Grand Rapids will not be far behind. And for Grand Rapids, we talked about it, their game against Duluth-Denfeld postponed because of illness/injury with Duluth-Denfeld. Now we heard from Coach Walters that Cloquet Esco Carleton played with 20 players, both JV and varsity last week, and made it work. And he was like, "Come on, put on the breezers and let's play hockey."
Well, and speaking of the JV, they won 5-3, and I was only here for the third period. They had 9 skaters that Grand Rapids Junior Varsity did, and I don't know, Sheldon, if that's.
I think they had a few more early in the first 2 periods of that game.
Right. Right.
And they had to not come from behind, but they had to break a late tie to do that. It was tied at 3, and Grand Rapids scored 2 late goals. I know I was just standing by the end boards with some of the Cloquet players as Grand Rapids' Miles Gunderson will now hit the ice. And the one Cloquet player said, "Boy, that goalie's having a whale of a game. He's on fire tonight." The other guy said, "Now you jinxed it," and just like that, Rapids scored twice. So it was his fault.
A lot of that superstition, and I believe in it.
Yeah, he said, "I didn't use," and it was the first. He said, "I didn't use the S word. I didn't say shutout."
No, right?
So, anyways, I love hanging around the end boards or just kind of sitting there and standing around and observing the players interact with each other. But that was fun. As Grand Rapids comes out, and your starting lineups are brought to you by Skoglund Electric. Skoglund Electric, they are here to be for all your electrical contracting needs, residential, commercial, and industrial, and a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Athletics. First for the visiting Lumberjacks, they will start at a forward position. 10th grader Joey Antonucci. Antonucci 2 goals and an assist. He's a 10th grader. Dane Pinovich, 11th grader, number 4, 2 goals, 2 assists. Will start at the other forward spot. And Ethan Kilichowski. And Kilichowski is another 10th grader, and he is a forward. So 2 sophomores and a junior up front. On D will be Lucas Rauner, mentioned by the coach in the pregame interview. He's an 11th grader, 4 assists, number 20. And the other D will be Carson Young, and he's just a 9th grader with 3 assists. The only senior on the ice to start for the Lumberjacks will be Jacob Walsh, the goaltender, 2-2, a .375 goals against average.
And they broke the streak, rather, because he's now got more games than the other guy by 2.
For Grand Rapids, they will start in net. Miles Gunderson, number 1. In net will be, on defense will be number 15, Ren Morquay. He's a senior. And number 8, Easton Young up front. The first line of Joey Del Greco. Number 10, 12 goals, 12 assists. He's a senior, as well as Garrett Drotz on the one wing and Caden Nelson on the other, and all seniors starting for the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks, except for the goaltender who's a junior.
Just the opposite, and maybe we'll see that kind of difference in experience shine up in the first part of the game. So
you were saying maybe not a great crowd tonight. The game is on TV tonight, and it's a little cold outside. It's not a bad crowd here.
Not a bad crowd at all.
I think that 2-1 record down at the Edina Classic got the town a little excited. They're ready to go.
You know, they should be. I had great fun listening to the broadcast. You've got a couple of really, between Grant Clafton and Reed Larson, you got some people
I got some good backups.
Hockey. And that's just fun to be able to listen to games like that and feel I'm getting some information that I probably didn't know about.
Those have been the starting lineups, brought to you by Skoglund Electric. Proud to be your hometown electrician, proud to support all Thunderhawk sports, and proud to supply and provide first-rate electrical service work in the Grand Rapids area. As on the ice now, they are introducing the Grand Rapids starting lineup. As Easton Young comes out. So we are just about set for hockey. We're a little late because the JV game went a little late as well.
Right, yep. Little, well, it was a tight game.
Yes.
So, you know, just a lot of whistles, kept the thing going. And what was it, a 5-3 final?
5-3 final.
It was 3-1 going into the third period. Rapids in front. Cloquet tied it in about 5 minutes, and then Grand Rapids put 2 late.
So we'll take a 2-minute break for the national anthem, and when we come back, we'll have the drop of the puck from the IRA Civic Center in Grand Rapids. You're listening to the Thunderhawks and the Lumberjacks on J105 The Thunder and WKLK in Cloquet.
Home closing can be stressful, even more so when you're not working with local professionals. Midland Title is the top choice when you want a local expert. They bank locally, and the salaries paid stay local. Plus, they will work hard to accommodate your schedule with flexible closing times. Their staff understands the Iron Range communities. Call Midland Title today to arrange your next closing. 218-328-8672. Proud to support Grand Rapids High School athletics.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand, we'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
The holidays are about staying in touch with family, friends, the holiday spirit. Paul Bunyan Communications keeps you in touch with fiber optic fast internet to power all your family's devices. Connect with both download and upload speeds up to 10 gig, backed up by friendly, local service and support. This holiday season, stay in touch with fiber optic fast gigazone internet from Paul Bunyan Communications.
The holidays are here and Super One Foods is ready to help. Stop in our meat department and pick up something delicious for your holiday meal. Maybe it's 80% lean ground chuck, $2.99 a pound. How about New York strip roast or steaks, $7.97 a pound, or Smithfield ham, only 88 cents a pound. Create a delicious salad with Dole iceberg lettuce, 99 cents each, or Honeycrisp apples, $1.66 a pound tote bag. From everyone at Super One Foods, we wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Hi, this is Zach Lagergren with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
A great rendition of the national anthem, but a rather slow one. I barely had enough commercials in there.
Yeah, I don't know what time that was, but I don't think it was 5-4.
But another great job, a student here from Grand Rapids doing that. Yeah.
They haven't done that much this year, have they?
Not as much, but it was nice to see tonight as we are just about set for hockey action. Grand Rapids again in the home whites, black numbers, orange and black trim. They will go left to right, and Cloquet in the purple with the white numbers. They will go from right to left as we start this hockey game. And for Grand Rapids, they had a stretch of 5 games on the road with long drives, and they're going to have some more. They're down at Minnetonka 8 days from now on Wednesday the 29th. But as they get into late January and February, there's a long stretch of home games. I think 9 of the last 10 games are at home.
And pretty good teams coming to town. They'll know where they stand come sections.
Oh, yes, they will. As Joey Del Greco out to take the draw against Ethan Kilichowski.
Well, let's get this show on the road,
and let's go. Yeah, only about 15 minutes late. That's about what I had anticipated. Off the face-off, puck into the Grand Rapids zone as Morquay comes to Easton Young. Long pass ahead, and Grand Rapids will be offside as a nice job by the Cloquet defenseman right at the blue line.
You know, as I was looking through the stats, you know I'm a numbers guy, and I was quite impressed with the 4D that play for Rapids. Man, they all got a lot of assists.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And they are now running a full 5-man rotation. Bauer Murphy's skating a regular shift.
Well, and I think he's got 4 assists or so far.
He does. I keep waiting for him to get his first goal. I was going to wait for that to put him on the post-game interview, but...
Didn't you get him last week?
But I got him last week anyways. Couldn't keep him off. He'd been playing so well. As there's an icing call on the Thunderhawks. Face-off will come back in the Thunderhawks zone. 16:34 to go. We're just underway with no score.
And while we got a second, Spartan Deli is one of our sponsors, so thank you to them, as well as Chad Sturl, attorney, Super One Foods, and White Pine Jewelers.
Second line will be Kerr, Henry Sturl on a wing, and Hayden DeMars on the other wing. Hayden DeMars, who had a great goal to end that Eden Prairie game. Out front as Kerr can't get it to go. Back to the point, kept in by by Will Stoffer, and he'll slide it into the corner. Now here's Hayden DeMars again. DeMars takes a look, goes to Sturl, who keeps it in. Sam Sturl throws it toward the side of the net. Tip didn't get on net from Kerr. Now the Lumberjacks will try to come out to center, and they will with Anderson. Anderson can't control it, and the Thunderhawks break back in. DeMars couldn't get a shot off. He'll get it to Kerr. Kerr goes down low. Out front, DeMars puts a stick on it. Don't think the puck got on net. Now here's Carson Young. Young will get it deep into the Grand Rapids zone and wheel to the bench on a change. Long pass ahead. That gets over the stick of Blaine Mortensen. It'll go for icing again. 15:28 to go, first period. No score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
Nice back check by Jay Stewart for Cloquet on that last one. Lift the stick at the last second, so no shot got off. I can't remember what Thunderhawk was shooting, but...
I believe that was DeMars.
Yeah. They might use their size against those smaller D for Cloquet as the game wears on here.
Through center ice, chasing it is Hayden Davis. Blaine Mortensen out as well, and he takes his man into the boards hard, and Grand Rapids is going to pick up a penalty here. Has the puck in the Grand Rapids zone. Oh, no, it was just offside. I thought...
Oh, jeez. I thought for sure the way the ref put the arm up.
You thought it was a penalty as well. It was just...
Yeah, I'm starting to write.
Yeah, so was I. Okay. Check that. We're still at full strength. 15:02 to go. Face off back in the Grand Rapids zone, and they've been trying for that home run pass. Missed it 3 times now.
Yeah. Yeah, no shots on goal so far. Only 2 minutes into the game, but...
Face off will be to the left of goaltender Miles Gunderson as Del Greco out to take the draw again, this time against Joey Andanuti. As the puck still tied up in the circle, and taking it is Murphy. See, he's out there right away. They don't waste any time anymore getting him out. Easton Young circles behind his own net, comes up the side. Young will drop it for Caden Nelson. Nelson to Bauer Murphy. Red line, shoots it in. Back to get it is Carson Young. Young trying to catch Grand Rapids on a change. Comes up to Painovich, cross ice pass. Long shot that hits a stick and goes into the netting behind Gunderson. Will have a face-off in the Grand Rapids zone. 14:32 to go. In period 1, we don't have a shot on net yet, and as such, we have no goals.
And you talk about Bauer Murphy, and he must have had a good... Grant Clafton thought quite highly of him when I heard him talking on the radio. I can't remember if it was the first or second game, but...
He's thought highly of him right away. Interesting quote from Chido before the Elk River game. Out front shot, and I don't think that got through.
No, just whiffed.
One-timer not connected with for Justin Kerr of Grand Rapids. Puck shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Behind the net, Cloquet will get it back to the point, but it goes past the defenseman Salo as DeMars trying to pick it up. Instead, it'll get played behind the net to Ryan Jones. Jones comes up to the half wall, tip it down the ice, and we'll have an icing call this time on the Lumberjacks. A lot of whistles so far in the first 4 minutes of this game.
Yeah, slowing it down quite a bit with icing and offsides, and no penalties and no shots on goal yet.
Certainly glad you're along. Yeah, I'm ready for Northern refs, so don't call as many penalties. We had a parade down in Edina. Stoffer, top of the circle, shoots it wide of the net. Comes to the side of the net as Davis takes his man into the board. Blaine Mortensen follows up, gets it to Murphy. Shot blocked in front of the net and flipped up into the boards. He was looking to Dr. Jess is there. Hey, don't hit one of the Grand Rapids icons.
No, trying to go high off the glass. He wasn't even close.
13:40 to go, still no score. First period action here from the IRA Civic Center. Again, glad you're along on 96.5 Legends Rock in Cloquet and J105 the Thunder in Grand Rapids. Travis Verbeek gets a shift here. Out with Mortensen and Hayden Davis, and I understand that Gus Brennan not available tonight for the Thunderhawks. He's been playing on this line.
He's been shining pretty nice the last couple games too, hasn't he?
Yeah, one of the youngsters. Brennan, just a freshman on this team. As Bauer Murphy will play it for Verbeek. Verbeek will get it out to center. Stop there. And coming in is Painovich. Painovich shot right on. And Miles Gunderson makes the first save of the game with a glove save on Painovich. Faceoff will come to Gunderson's right. The Del Greco line comes out against Kilichowski. And Kilichowski wins the draw. Back to the point. Hits Ananuti in the backside and Grand Rapids through center and just offside. Boy, that timing has just been off tonight.
Yeah, just a little bit at the blue line in particular, a couple different times. That one there, he's trying to, I think it was Nelson, trying to catch it on his skate and bring it forward, but his skate was already across the blue line.
Faceoff will come back just outside the Grand Rapids blue line. Ananuti will take the draw against Del Greco. Thunderhawks win that one as Nelson gains the blue line and shoots it in deep. Back to get it is Salo. Salo plays it to the near side. Drotz finds Del Greco. His shot hits a skate and goes wide. And that's Cloquet has been in the shooting lanes all night long so far. Nelson digs it out. He'll go back to the point, get it to Morquay. Now in front. Shot again doesn't get through and cleared out by Cloquet. And Grand Rapids, a nice passing play, ended up in a good scoring spot and another block shot.
Yeah, the only one they missed was the fifth player. All five touched it, or no, all four touched it and tried to get it to the fifth to score. And like you say, that got blocked. Face off deep in Lumberjack territory to the left of their goaltender.
Kerr will take the draw against Doneski. Back to the point. Sturl fakes a shot. Now just takes it down along the boards. Henry Sturl tries to go after it, and the puck comes to the far side. The Lumberjacks will get it out to center with Brady Anderson. Anderson shoots it in deep. Will Stoffer back to get it for the Thunderhawks. Four players fight for it behind the Grand Rapids net. It'll squirt out to Sam Sturl. Sturl takes a look. He'll just pop it off the boards, get it out to center. Relayed back in. Well, not all the way into the Thunderhawk zone initially. Now it will be off the stick of Ermatinger. Behind the net is Stoffer. Stoffer. His pass picked up by Knutson. Noah Knutson goes to the backhand behind the Grand Rapids net. Works against Stoffer up to the half wall. Tries to cycle it low, and Kerr will get it out to center, and it'll go all the way down the ice for an icing call. Another face-off in the Grand Rapids zone, 11:26 to go.
And still, one shot on goal is all we got, and it's the Lumberjacks that got it. Let's thank Jimmy Johns for sponsoring Thunderhawk Hockey, Taco John's, Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency, McDonald's, and Ray's Marine.
Face off to Gunderson's left. And so far, Grand Rapids certainly has not quite clicked. And it's been, I think Cloquet can say they've been playing their game so far.
Yeah, they're doing what they got to in their zone. They're clearing it quickly, and Rapids is having a hard time coming in clean and getting good shots because of all the activity in front.
It is the Blaine Mortensen line. He's out with Verbeek and Hayden Davis going up against the Kilichowski line for Cloquet. Kilichowski wins a faceoff. I think he's 3 for 3 on faceoffs this game so far. As Davis spins, he'll get it out to center ice. Salo puts it back into the Grand Rapids zone. Gunderson picks it up there. Gunderson up the wall to Davis. Rink-wide pass for Mortensen, who kicks it into the zone. Goes after it, can't control it. Following up is Easton Young. Tips it for a moment. Verbeek and Blaine Mortensen team up to keep it in at the blue line as the puck goes deep into the corner. Mortensen can't control it, and the Lumberjacks will get it out to center. Picking it up there is Murphy. Murphy spins away from trouble. Stick handles up the side. Has Verbeek going toward the net and puts a shot right on net. Verbeek drives to the net, and Walsh able to keep both of them out. That was just a smooth play by Bauer Murphy starting at his own blue line.
And then when he went to take the shot, did you see he kind of looked away? Made the goalie look like, oh, maybe he's passing it. And the goalie kind of moved a little bit, but he got a nice shot on net, and goalie came back to make the save.
And Verbeek was right there crashing the net.
Waiting for a rebound.
Del Greco will take the draw. And Del Greco wins this one back to the point. Morquay walks the line, gets to the center of the ice, shot right on, rebound. Oh, what a defensive play. Put a star around that play by Isaac Serdich. Stopped it when the net was wide open. Shot from the top of the circle by Del Greco, and that's stopped by Walsh. Walsh made the first save. Rebound was hanging right there at the edge of the crease.
Would you call it a skate save then?
It could have been.
By the D or whoever that was keeping it from going in.
Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh. Yeah, he has an interesting stance as the play starts. He's deep in his net with his stick off the ice. He's not crouched at all. Puck into the Grand Rapids zone. No icing called. No score. 9:52 to go, period one. Out to center ice, and Del Greco picks it up. Del Greco moves to the far side, gains the line. He'll go in deep against two Lumberjacks, and Lumberjacks able to take it away. Cross ice pass, and it goes to Rauner. Rauner gets it down the ice, and it will go just enough for icing. That was barely.
That was one of those judgy effort of the defenseman chasing it and saying, oh, he's working hard to catch that thing.
Yeah, maybe.
Now
I'm not convinced. Kerr will take the draw against Owen Wilson in the Lumberjack zone. But a few shots now for Rapids. Easton Young, shot doesn't get through. Henry Sturl in the corner. Sturl tries to turn away from Wilson. He does pick up the puck out front. Shot just wide of the post. Tried to go high, far side, and shot it just wide. That's a nice play by Henry Sturl. Saw Sam Sturl before the game, and no, I cannot tell them apart until they have numbers on. Hayden Davis behind the Cloquet net out front, back to the point, shot right on from Young, spin around, another shot right on, and now Grand Rapids starting to get pucks to the net. 8:49 to go, but still no score, but Grand Rapids buzzing here with the second line. Comes back to Easton Young. Young, walked the line. Referee said good and then said no good.
Yeah, linesman watched him all the way, and he made one more stick handle. The referee thought, or linesman thought, just outside the blue line.
8:40 to go, no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, they are the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. As Hayden Davis will gain the Lumberjack line, fight for it just inside the blue line. Davis trying to muscle his way along the boards, does for a moment. Puck comes to the line, and now will get shot out to center. Bauer Murphy picks it up there. And Grand Rapids with some room. Mortensen stick handles in, unable to get the shot on net. Hayden Davis tries to find it. And the puck now out to center ice, and Bauer Murphy has to retreat for it.
Mortensen wanted to beat him 1-on-2 and get in there.
Yep.
He probably should have just shot.
Puck squirts in front of the Grand Rapids net, but it's all white there as Bauer Murphy, long pass ahead, and Painovich able to put a stick on that, or Verbeek might have had a nice rush. Now Morquay backhands it out front, and the puck will come out to center ice. Bauer Murphy picks it up there. Murphy moves it ahead to Drotz as the Thunderhawks complete changes, get that first line out there. Del Greco goes for it behind the net along with Ryan Jones for the Lumberjacks. Now Nelson back to the point to Stauffer. Stauffer's shot right on, and Walsh will make the save and hold on. Still no score from the IRA Civic Center. 7:17 to go in period one.
And since the Thunderhawks got a little bit of flash underneath their skates, the game has picked up considerably. Even the referees are not blowing the whistle as much.
Yeah, game has a little more flow now, doesn't it? Face-off won by Del Greco. Back to Stauffer at the point. He'll put it to the half wall, but that's intercepted, taken out to center as Drotz. Drotz, he'll have to drop it back to Sam Sturl. Sturl pass ahead, misses everybody. Boy, he had Drotz cutting in, but just couldn't find the puck. That's happened about, what, 4 or 5 times?
Yeah, they've tried that stretch pass a lot since the early part of the game, and maybe eventually it'll hit. I bet it will, because they'll just keep trying it, and the percentages got to go up. Affinity Plus is one of our sponsors for Thunderhawk Hockey, as well as Deerwood Bank and S&S Meats.
Kerr to take the draw against Patrick Deniski. Deniski wins the draw, back to the point to Young. Puck right out in front. Nice defensive play there by Kerr, and now Grand Rapids will get through center with speed. Sturl goes cross ice for DeMars. You know, if he's a left-handed shot, that's a goal, I think. It was just a right-handed shot was just awkward from where he was coming in.
Hard work.
By the way, it's 3 right-handed shooters on this line. As the puck in front, tipped just over the net by DeMars. Now the puck out to center. It'll be flipped down the ice, and we'll have an icing call on Cloquet Esco Carleton. 6:21 to go, period one, no score.
DeMars did a wonderful job there. That was a nice tip, almost into the net. He was coming from behind and still got to it.
Yeah, tipped it on his backhand and tipped it just up and over. Kerr will take the draw, and Kerr wins it. Back to the point to Easton Young. Young looking on the backside to Morquay, gets the backhand. I don't know if it went on net. Puck behind the Cloquet net now. Fighting for it there is DeMars along with Kerr. Boy, DeMars is just so strong, isn't he?
And they look bigger and stronger than those 2D, these 3 forwards on this line in particular.
As Grand Rapids, Easton Young was trying to find Hayden DeMars on the back corner, but it's tipped into the netting. So with the face-off in the Lumberjack zone, we'll have both teams changing lines as the Mortensen line comes out with Morquay and Easton Young on defense, and it'll be the Ananuti-Kilichowski line for the Lumberjacks. Back to the point to Morquay. Morquay tips it up the half wall. He'll get it to Hayden Davis. Davis goes down low. So this is actually the 3rd line for Grand Rapids against the Cloquet first line.
Right.
And Grand Rapids, so Coach Chido really doesn't care because he has last change. He could have prevented that.
Well, and he's got good D out there.
Yes, he does. He got his top D pairing out as the puck goes to Rauner. Rauner, his pass is intercepted by Mortensen. Backhands to Davis. Davis can't get it into the zone. Now he'll try again right in front of the Cloquet bench as 3 players dig for it there. And it'll finally be dug out and taken over by Rauner. Rauner goes rink wide to Carson Young. Young's pass ahead goes all the way down the ice, and the referee says not a chance on icing there, but we will have an icing now.
Get it the other way off the stick of Ren Morquay. And I think for 3 years we've been talking about how good he is at the blue line, keeping the puck in and then along the boards. And he did another fine job over there twice. You know, kept it in first the blue line, followed it up, tapped it through another defenseman. And I remember talking about that when he was a 10th grader.
He just has such good body control, doesn't he?
I think so, yeah.
As Grand Rapids with Murphy going rink wide to Drotz. Thunderhawks through center ice with speed. Shot right on from Del Greco. And that's a save by Walsh, and he'll hold on for the faceoff. 9-1 now, shots on goal. But still no score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. So Grand Rapids got this little mismatch they wanted, but now a different line will come out for actually just a different D pairing for the Lumberjacks, as Danaski and Del Greco, the 2 number 10s, will face off against each other. Face-off won by the Lumberjacks through center ice. Here comes Rauner. Not Rauner, that is number 22, Ermatinger. Shoots it in deep. Now a turnover for the Thunderhawks, but the puck will come out to center ice. Caden Nelson puts it back to Murphy, back to Nelson with some speed through center. Nelson, nice defensive play, taking off the puck as the Thunderhawks try to get it in. They will now with Sam Sturl. Sturl shovels it in deep. Far side, it's Caden Nelson. Nelson and Drotz both there. Get it back to the point to Murphy. Murphy, his shot blocked. Still kept in by Sturl. Shot right on, and that almost snuck through. But Walsh, just like a first baseman, scooping up a short hop.
Drott skating right through the paint, right in front of Walsh. And I'm not sure if he tipped it into the glove or if it went straight into the glove, but nicely done there by Drott, trying to add some points on the board. 10-1 now shots. I think Colquet has not had a shot in about 10 minutes.
They had that first shot on net, and nothing since then. Oh, and there was, a little, the cap of a water bottle or something out on the ice. I saw the referee got that away. Shot right on from Henry Sturl, and Walsh off the faceoff makes the save and holds on.
Amazing, Sturl was able to get that to his forehand and get it off. The backhand might have had a better angle, but he couldn't get a shot off from it.
Kerr tries to tip it through, but it's controlled by the Lumberjacks. Sturl falls, and out to center ice comes Wilson. Wilson gets the puck deep. Back to get it is Morquay. He'll backhand it up the boards to Henry Sturl. Sturl, his quick pass is intercepted. Shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Down to 3:40 to go in the first period as Morquay runs over his man behind the net. But the puck again shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. Now here's Kerr. Kerr, nice move through center ice. Looks for Sturl. Shot. Goes over the net and into the netting.
I could see where he was shooting, but I don't know if it got there. Do you think the goalie got a glove on that?
No, I don't think so.
No.
I think it went out.
Looks like that's where he was aiming.
And the faceoff comes outside the zone, so that's a sign.
There's the indicator.
Mortensen against Kilchowski on the faceoff. Thunderhawks win that as Easton Young comes in. Young tries to go backside to Hayden Davis. Now Davis gets the turnover, and his shot goes wide. Now thrown toward the net by Easton Young. That goes wide, and now an icing call on the Lumberjacks.
And it's kind of a casual wrister to the net by Easton Young, but almost tipped in front to into the twine.
Face-off will be to Walsh's right. 11-1 shots on net, but no score. Ermatinger against Blaine Mortensen, and the Thunderhawks win the draw. Puck right in front, and Walsh makes the save again. And he's not messing around with rebounds, is he?
No. And it's a good thing because there's always a Thunderhawk waiting for the loose puck.
Face-off will be to the right of Jacob Walsh. As the Del Greco line out, Del Greco wins the draw back to Stauffer. Stauffer to Del Greco, he backhands it down low. Back to get it is Rauner. Rauner, his pass slides out front, but there was no one there for the Thunderhawks. Now the puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Played up to the half wall to Nelson. Little touch pass for Del Greco. Tries to squeeze up the boards, and he's taken off out of the play, and we're going to have an icing call on the Lumberjacks. Face-off will come back into the Lumberjack zone. So yeah, Grand Rapids, they have 12 shots on net, but do they have, what, 1 or 2 scoring chances? There hasn't been that many.
No, not any quality chances, really.
The Del Greco line stays out. I think they're setting up a play.
There was some instructions from Chido to Del Greco,
but you got to win the draw to do the play.
Got to start with that.
As the puck comes out to center ice, and now here's Del Greco. Del Greco shot it just over the net, looking high on Walsh. He scored that way. against Eden Prairie in the third period. Now here's Drotz. Drotz's shot tipped just wide, and the puck slammed up the boards. Gets to the line, but somehow Easton Young able to get it. One-timer doesn't get past the defense off the stick of Del Greco. Del Greco again with some room. His shot blocked. Drotz's shot is on, but stopped by Walsh. And now down the ice.
Bounced over touched the stick of Ren Morquay, so no icing.
Morquay behind his own net. Waits for the Thunderhawks to make some changes, and he'll come out to the left side. Morquay lugs it across center, shoots it in. Hayden DeMars out with Kerr and Henry Sturl. Kerr tries to cut his way toward the net. And the puck flipped out to center, batted ahead. Now here's Henry Sturl on the turnover, has a little bit of room. DeMars one-timer goes wide off the heel of his stick. Now Sturl again. I think Sturl's had a whale of a game so far.
Working down low really hard.
Puck on the half wall. Has about 4 players there. Comes back to Sam Sturl. His shot gets through but goes wide. Murphy's shot bounces out, and here's a little bit of room, but a nice smooth job by Sam Sturl to come back and break that down. Now up to Henry. Henry Sturl. Over to DeMars. DeMars on the backhand, slides it out front, and it'll slide in on Walsh, who makes the save and holds on.
Couldn't get much on the backhand in so tight, but Walsh up to the task, right in the right spot on the paint.
24 seconds left in period 1, still no score. Lumberjacks hanging tough. Only have the one shot on net, the early shot.
Right. Yeah, they were ahead 1-0 as far as shots on goal, but nothing since.
Easton Young off the face-off, cranks one that gets tipped into the netting by Brady Anderson. Face-off will remain in the Cloquet zone.
Yeah, got down low in the blocking position and got enough of it to deflect it over the net. Did Brady Anderson off of the Easton Young shot. Easton Young's one of those D that's got the stats I like to see. What's he got, like 3 goals and 13 assists or something like that?
I believe so. Let's see. Yep, you nailed it. Back to the point to Morquay. Morquay to Easton Young. Hayden Davis says, who needs enemies with friends like that? I hit him right in the side of the leg. Verbeek down low. Hayden Davis there as well. And the first period comes to an end. It was a good one for Cloquet, not in terms of shots on goal, but they were able to keep Grand Rapids at bay, and we hit the end of one period with no score. We'll take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Thunderhawk and Lumberjack Hockey on J105 The Thunder and 96.5 WKLK in Cloquet.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I am working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snowblowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
This is Scott at Mackley's Auto Repair, letting you know we have both the technology and the staff for all your diagnostic needs, from a check engine light to an intermittent starting issue. We are able to work on all makes and models, so give us a call at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work and a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect holiday gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
Hi, this is Justin Kerr with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Zamboni's out on the ice. I forget how quick they can resurface the ice here after being in Edina the last weekend where it was slower than slow. So we got to keep moving here, Tom. Grand Rapids started a little slow, picked it up, but they couldn't solve Walsh.
No, the goaltender's been doing a great job in there, and you know, the scoring chances, the best ones, they haven't been able to connect on. You know, right. A guy sitting there on the post, and they just haven't been able to make the pass. So a lot of the shots are coming in, and the goalie's getting down low, like kind of like in the JV game. You start to wonder if, you know, they scored everything high on him, but he got anything down low. Maybe you start shooting high on this goalie and see if we can break this 0-0 tie. I mean, you got 14 shots on net.
And they did start doing that, but the high shots went over the net.
Right? Yeah, missing the net.
Weren't able to get it roofed. We'll take another break, another 3-minute break, and come back with our Anderson Opova and Stoffer and Jen between periods summary. No score after a period, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and 96.5 WKOK in Cloquet.
Hi, this is Taylor.
This is Kurt.
This is Elena.
This is Andrew.
This is Robbie. This is Kenny.
This is Dylan.
On behalf of our entire crew here at SNS Meat,
as well as Brandon, Michelle, Paul, and the entire Hager family,
we would like to warmly thank you,
our customers, for your continued business in 2021.
We appreciate all of you, and we look forward to serving you in the new year.
From all of us at SNS Meat,
Merry Christmas!
Affinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
The Timberlake is serving up a new and exciting menu. New dinner entrees, appetizers, and sides, too. Try the walleye alla Ritz. Walleye breaded and baked to perfection. The scallops fettuccine Alfredo. Bay scallops, roasted tomatoes, and garlic and creamy Alfredo sauce. The Timberlake is also serving up a variety of salads, flatbreads, and wraps to fit any appetite. Open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 p.m. Kitchen open until 9 p.m. View the full menu at TimberlakeLodgeHotel.com.
Hey hockey fans, you know that Claremont Financial Advisors has assisted people with their wealth and retirement goals, but did you know that our office is the captain of Itasca County area for health insurance? We've helped hundreds of people find the right coverage amongst multiple plans we offer, and we take the time to assure that you have the coverage that fits your personal needs. Don't trust your decisions to an 800 number looking for a quick sale. With 3 licensed professionals on staff, give the helpful guides at Claremont Financial a call at 326-3000 to find the right plan for you.
Ray's Marine is a fourth-generation business that has been serving the Northland for over 50 years. And there's still inventory available, including Bennington pontoons and Yamaha motors. They're making room for their new 2022 models coming in. Ray's Marine has the pontoon and Yamaha motor you're looking for. Visit them on Highway 2 East or reach them by clicking on the text button at raysmarine.com. Find the right pontoon and Yamaha motor for your family at Ray's Sport and Marine, when your passion is the water.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
Ask Itasca Reliable Insurance Agency if auto owners make sense for you.
Hi, this is Jens Caldwell with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to the Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Back at the IRA Civic Center, our Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan between period summary, and they've proudly been serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team. You don't have much on your sheet, Mr. Downing.
No, as far as talking about the game so far, you talk about the shots on goal, 14-1, absolutely no penalties in the first period, in spite of the one that me and Sheldon wanted to have called over there, but ended up being an offside. And yeah, no goals at all. We're all tied up. We got 3 and 4 Jacks, 7 and 3 Thunderhawks, and it's still 0-0.
Marv Burt has shot attempts at 28-3 for Grand Rapids, blocks 2 for Rapids, 7 for the Lumberjacks. Hits 20-14 Grand Rapids. Faceoffs 20 wins, 11 losses for 65% for Grand Rapids. Scoring chances at 3-0 and icings at 6-6. That sounds about right. We had a lot of icings that period.
A lot of icings, especially early. Cloquet started doing that as their clear out, their breakout.
Yes.
We can't do anything else. Let's just ice it down and start over.
And that is your between periods summary, brought to you by Anderson, Ophoven, Stauffer, and Jan Law Office, serving clients in northern Minnesota since 1917 and proudly supporting Will Stauffer and the entire Thunderhawk hockey team. We'll take a quick 1.5-minute break and come back with second period action. No score after 1 between Cloquet and Grand Rapids, and you're listening on WKLK 96.5 in Cloquet and J105 The Thunder in Grand Rapids.
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli. And if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday. And for more information, you can check us out at SpartanDeli.com.
In this place, athletes face obstacles like nowhere else. The last 5 miles, the power play, the 2-minute warning. When the challenges come, we'll meet it together, because it's your chance to show what you're made of and the power to prove the toughest competition comes from within. This is Essentia Health Orthopedics and Sports Medicine like nowhere else. Visit essentiahealth.org.
Nooch's in the Corner is wishing you a happy holiday season this year and says thanks to those who have supported the locally owned and operated businesses. Nooch's is paying it forward with Gassing Up for Good. If you purchase a $25 Gassing Up for Good card and give it to someone in need, your name will be entered in a weekly drawing where you can win a gift certificate from another local business in town. You can also leave the card in store and Nooch's will give it to someone in need. Let's remember what the holiday season is about from Nooch's at the intersection of Highway 169 and 2 in Grand Rapids.
Hi, this is Kyle Henke with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Cloquet, again, the first team out on the ice as we wait for Grand Rapids to come out and get the second period underway. And our J105 listeners just heard Kyle Henke welcome us back, and he has a shoulder sprain.
Okay.
And tried to go against Eden Prairie, got checked into the boards early and aggravated it, and he said got to shut it down for a while. Grand Rapids could use him. Just a nice physical presence out there.
Well, and it's a good time to heal up at this time of year. If you got an injury problem, take care of it now so you're not dealing with it in February.
Plus, I think baseball coach Bill Kinnunen is saying, take care of that shoulder. I don't know if it's his pitching shoulder or other one, but he's one of the top 2 pitchers for a very good Thunderhawk baseball team.
Well, and shoot, it sounded like they had all sorts of pitching, like 9 guys that could throw the ball.
That's right, but the aces are Miles Gunderson and Kyle Hankey.
Okay.
Those are 1 and 1A.
Right. Nice to have that kind of depth in the mound, especially in high school baseball.
No question, as Grand Rapids hits the ice and you hear the Grand Rapids school song in the background. Got the cheerleaders out on the skates. Always like that, 95% of the country has never seen cheerleaders on skates.
Yeah, and they all 5 of them are out there tonight, and they do just a great job. It seems like, I don't know what you saw down south, but northern Minnesota cheerleaders, they know how to skate.
Yes, that's right. No score after a period of play. Grand Rapids will now be going right to left, and Cloquet going left to right, defending the goal to our left, and Jacob Walsh, 14 saves in that first period, and his defenseman with another 6 or 7?
There was a few sliding in front and sending pucks over the net with their block. And while we got the chance, why not thank the cheerleaders for doing a great job? All 5 of them are out there tonight. The first couple games, only 4 of them were skating, but Caitlin Locken, Maddie Kinkle, Alexa Scholl, Britta Holmquist, and Adele Litchke, and the advisor is Bree Savalainen.
So here we go. Both teams, I assume, will start the same people they had out in period 1, and it is the Kilichowski line. But Grand Rapids will send out the J.J. Kerr line. So they're going to try to match up, get a little more space, I think, for that first line.
Give them some room. And that's kind of a hard game to play against Rapids, because I think all of them can skate.
Well, I think it's Wade who's doing that matchup.
Yeah.
I think Coach Walters would rather have his top line out there against the Grand Rapids top line.
The linesman called it, the referee waved it off, but I think the linesman got it right.
Well, he blew his whistle and it was all over.
Yep.
So both teams leave out the same lines, except it will be Anna Nudie taking the draw. Kerr wins that one as Easton Young shoots it in deep. Back to get it there is Rauner. Rauner puts it behind the net, and the Lumberjacks get out to center. Intercepted there, and here comes Sturl. Has Kerr going to the net, tries to slide it through to Kerr. That's deflected. Now Morquay puts it behind the net. Sturl gets it there. Sturl back to DeMars, now to Kerr. Kerr can't quite get it on the forehand. He'll leave it for DeMars. DeMars out front, shot. Oh, what a save by Walsh.
Wrister by Kerr, and that was destined for the rope, and by golly, Walsh got it. And that was his second save on that quick sequence.
We're going to give him the M&H Convenience Store save of the game right there. When you're on the run looking for a quick and healthy snack or drink, M&H Convenience Store is a place to stop, and you can save 5 cents per gallon by paying inside. I don't think we'll see a better one tonight
than that. No.
Shot right on, rebound at the side of the net, and pulled behind the net by Ryan Jones of Cloquet. Kept in by Stauffer. Now here's Nelson. Nelson finds Drotz. His shot, another save by Walsh. And whistle goes fairly quickly while the net is off its moorings. And Walsh just a little...
yeah, he looks a little slow, doesn't he?
Slow getting up, yeah. I think something tweaked there a little bit. Now he's back on his feet. And the faceoff will be to his right. So Grand Rapids coming out, putting on early pressure here in the second, but still no score. Thanks to Jacob Walsh. Back to the point to Stauffer. Stauffer from the slot, shot right on. Rebound bounces out to the slot, but Cloquet gets out to center. Sturl can't get it out initially, so he has to turn, go behind the net. Sam Sturl. Now Grand Rapids sets up. Sturl will keep stick handling and lead the way through center. Sturl's shot goes wide. Now he'll keep it in low, but intercepted by the Lumberjacks, and Stewart comes out to center. In his own zone is Carter Salo. Salo to the far side, now out to center again to Stewart. Stewart gains the Grand Rapids line. Puck deep in the Grand Rapids zone. No score on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Puck comes out to center. Getting it there is Rauner. Shoot it back into the Grand Rapids zone. That won't go far enough for icing. Thunderhawks try to shovel it up the boards. That doesn't work. As Del Greco circles behind his own net. Up the boards, puck taken off his stick. And we're going to have a whistle.
First penalty.
And a holding call. First penalty of the game. It's Grand Rapids Police Department power play. And they remind you to leave sooner, drive slower, and arrive alive. Live longer.
Joey Antonucci going in the box.
And I don't know, I know Scott Antonucci is the head coach of Cloquet basketball.
I should say hi to my daughter and son-in-law and granddaughter. They're from Cloquet, the Bouchers. They might even be listening.
Now into the Grand Rapids zone, and shot is blocked as Grand Rapids has the power play. They are 21.6% on the power play, probably something that Coach Chido would like to get up closer to 30%. Cloquet Esco Carleton, 87.5% on the penalty kill. Into the zone comes Sam Sturl. He'll put on the brakes, get it back to Murphy. Now to Stauffer. Now Hayden DeMars. Back to Stauffer at the point. Now DeMars down low. Kerr, sharp angle shot, rebound doesn't get through. 2 saves by Walsh. Kerr again. Back to the point. 1:09 to go on the power play. Kerr down low for DeMars. DeMars now to the circle. Back to Stauffer. Stauffer's shot just wide. Kerr will pick it up behind the net. Back to Stauffer again. Stauffer another shot. That's turned aside with the pad. And now out to center ice will come the Lumberjacks. Thunderhawks will try to make changes, and they will, as they'll get their number 1 power play unit out for the final 42 seconds of this power play. As Hayden DeMars comes in, and the shot saved by Walsh. And the puck is cleared, and it'll go over the boards. Boy, no one stopped the puck.
No.
He just kept stick handling in, and all of a sudden he had a golden opportunity in front of the net, and Walsh again up to the challenge.
That was right in the mid slot that he got to after skating around 2 or 3 Cloquet defenders, and he's a big, strong player, smooth on his skates, and pretty good stick handler. Hayden DeMars.
Del Greco wins the draw. Now he has it on the half wall. Back to Young. Shot, tip, goal! That is Drotz who tips it in on the corner. Off the shot by Easton Young. Del Greco will get an assist as Garrett Drotz gets to the goal, and Grand Rapids breaks through on the power play. It is 1-0 Grand Rapids.
And who did you say shot that from the point, Sheldon?
Easton Young.
Easton, thank you.
And Del Greco will get the goal from digging it out on the corner, or get the assist.
Yeah.
Yep. So the Thunderhawks break out on top on the power play. They're now 1 for 1, and see if that gets a few more coming through.
They're out shooting them 9-1 in this period. The Thunderhawks are.
Back to the point comes to Morquay. Morquay's shot goes wide of the net. Morquay will pinch in. Now out to center ice. Here comes Salo. Salo goes far side. Easton Young picks that up, gets it to Hayden Davis. Davis gains the blue line. Shot right on the sharp angle. Turned aside by Walsh. Now Ryan Jones slides it out to center, shoots it in deep. Gunderson will leave it there for Morquay, trying to catch Cloquet on a change, gets it up to Drotz. Drotz backhands it into the zone, but can't get it any farther. Morquay keeps it in, slides it backside for Del Greco, just behind him.
Shoot the puck when you can.
Yeah, he was in a good spot to shoot it too, wasn't he? And now the centering pass will go through everybody and come down to Miles Gunderson. Garrett Drotz on the goal. Were we right on the assist?
Exactly.
Okay. That one I saw pretty well. I was pretty sure. Behind the net is Caden Nelson. Nelson comes out to Drotz. For Drotz, that is his 9th goal of the season. Now a shot right on, rebound, and Walsh will hold it with Sam Sturl crashing in, looking for a spot.
Another piece of evidence that shows you Del Greco can see the rink, can he?
Oh, yes,
and how he
can.
got that pass there, right on the guy's stick, I'm not sure, but he just saw things happen as he came in from the blue line on this side and passed it through a couple defenders to the far side, and nice shot on that.
Kerr going up against Kilichowski. Grand Rapids wins the draw, and a shot right on is swallowed up again by Walsh. That's off the stick of Henry Sturl. He's going to score tonight. I feel it. I feel it.
I'd like to see that because he's working plenty hard.
Kerr against Kilichowski. To the left of goaltender Jacob Walsh. Faceoff will slide back to Sam Sturl. Sturl will stick handle down low. Back to the point, kept in smoothly by Murphy for a moment. Now it'll come out to center. Ahead to Ananudi. Ananudi can't move it as DeMars turns. DeMars, nice pass ahead to Sturl. His shot, almost right there.
Yeah.
Nice save by Walsh with the blocker. Now Kerr comes back to Sam Sturl. His shot goes wide. Bauer Murphy comes in, tries to go out front. No one there. And the puck tipped out to center ice. That won't go far enough for icing as Henry Sturl back to get it. It did go far enough. They said, come on, you can skate a lot faster than that. We just saw you. Now here's DeMars. DeMars into the zone. Shot. Oh, that changed directions off a defenseman. And Walsh had to be quick with that. Got the pad out and stopped it.
That's very nice job skating across and releasing the wrister and hitting shin pads and then deflecting, getting the goalie going the other way. Got to come back, make the save.
Grand Rapids leading 1-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Behind the net is Davis. Davis turns it down low. Verbeek gets it back to the point to Young. Young shot, hits traffic in front. Scramble for it. And poked out to center ice by Ermatinger. Thunderhawks shoot it right back in, but it'll be icing.
Bring that one all the way down. Let's thank Grand Rapids Dental Care, just one of our sponsors, as well as Nooches in the Corner, Mackley Auto Repair, Edge of the Wilderness Lakes and Homes, and the Midland Title, as well as Guy Claremont, the Motor Shop, and the Timberlake Lodge.
Face off to the right of goaltender Miles Gunderson. 2 shots so far. That's not many.
One a period so far.
So far. As Caden Nelson gains the zone, stapled into the boards pretty good. Now Del Greco's shot goes just wide. Back to the point, kept in by Easton Young. Now it'll come out to center. Stoffer in a bit of a race for it there with Owen Wilson. He'll get there first. And the Thunderhawks with speed through center. Here's Del Greco. Head up, goes cross ice. Nelson back in front. Tipped home by Garrett Drotz. Oh, Garrett Drotz with 2 tonight. His 10th and 11th. And that's a line goal started by Del Greco. Garrett Drotz, Caden Nelson involved as well.
Beautiful pass play as they came through the neutral zone into the zone and went from side to side to the open guy because they came in with numbers. They had 4 skaters against the 2 defenders, and one of the last guys trailed, and they saw him, and he put it in, and that's Drott's second goal.
So Drotz, both goals so far tonight, and with 9:43 to go, it is a 2-0 Grand Rapids lead.
Even strength goal that time.
And you know, I believe that was a 3-on-2 coming in, and they're usually not that dangerous, but Grand Rapids made that one dangerous.
Yeah, and they had 4 skaters coming across the blue line, and 3 of them kind of went in, the one carrying the puck, and then the 4th one just lagged behind right on his tape. I'm not sure what Coach
Walters is annoyed about.
Maybe he thought some offside or something.
Well, I didn't think it was that close.
I didn't either. Shea Walters, I do believe, a former Hibbing Blue Jacket.
As that puck backhanded into the Cloquet zone, Grand Rapids now leading 2-0. As the puck backhanded out to center ice. As Kilichowski can't control it, Thunderhawks shoot it back in. As the puck kind of gets stalled at center ice for both teams for a bit. And now we'll have an icing call, and the faceoff will come all the way back in the Cloquet zone.
Yeah, it's 14-1. Shots on goal in the first period. After Cloquet got the first shot on net about 4 minutes in, they didn't get another one. And so far in this period, they have only one shot on net, and the Thunderhawks have 13.
Faceoff will be to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh. Kerr taking the draw against Aaron Ermatinger. Back to the point, shot hits a defenseman, comes back out to the point on the other side. Sturl, shot right on, rebound in the slot. Sturl takes a whack at it, gets it down low.
That was a nice job by Sturl.
He
stayed kind of in and then stopped the play.
Must be something with the birth date or something, because both of the Sturl twins have had a whale of a game today. As has Garrett Drotz. I think he'll probably be on our post-game interview. I haven't had him for a while.
Well, he sure should.
As puck comes out in front of the Cloquet net, and Cloquet will just flip it down the ice for an icing call.
So far, you could put that whole line on the.
I would think so. I would think so. Faceoff will come back in the Cloquet zone to the right of Jacob Walsh. 2-0 Grand Rapids. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. They are the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks.
I think Bo Geisler has a luxury no Grand Rapids coach has had for quite a while at D. 5 of them that can play D and skate the puck.
Yes, exactly. All 5 are great puck handlers.
Yeah.
As Jay Stewart gets it out front, and now trying to center it. Grand Rapids has a defenseman without a stick, but the puck is cleared as coming in is Del Greco. Del Greco on the backhand, and that's deflected over into the netting.
He was trying to hit Easton Young out front, who was sitting all alone, but deflected off of a defender's stick and out of play.
Face-off will be in the Lumberjack zone to the left of goaltender Jacob Walsh. Yeah, and did you notice the second, oftentimes in high school hockey, you're going to take a forward and put him on the point on the power play to get more puck handling? Grand Rapids actually runs 3 defensemen on their second power play unit. As the puck comes to the post, and Walsh will cover that for a face-off and took a little chop at a Grand Rapids forward. That may be what Coach Walters is complaining about, the Grand Rapids really crowding the goaltender and wanting maybe a goaltender interference call at some point. Puck comes up to the half wall as Murphy pinches in, but out it comes with Kilichowski. Now Painovich gets it into the Grand Rapids zone, takes a swing at it. No one can control it except the Thunderhawks now with Mortensen. Gains the line, puts on the brakes, finds Verbeek coming in late, but had the pass just behind him. Right idea. Now a shot hits a forward in front and goes wide. Mortensen again. Behind the net, Mortensen gets it to Davis. Davis has a weird bounce, tries to stick handle in. Out front, Verbeek again just misses it. That shot deflected wide. Verbeek has been so close to having a couple golden opportunities. Couldn't get a shot on net either time. And I think he would be looking for his first goal. As the puck comes into the Cloquet zone, fighting for it, there is Kerr. DeMars tried to go to Sturl and didn't quite connect. Again, DeMars would have been in a decent spot himself.
Just to shoot, right?
Now DeMars tries to stick handle in against Rauner, goes to the far side, leaves it there. Sturl goes behind the net. Tries to get it back to Morquay, and Morquay can't keep it in. Here comes Jones. Jones is absolutely leveled along. Actually, that was Ermatinger leveled by Morquay along the boards. Now here comes Stauffer. Stauffer gets into the zone. Picked up by Kerr. Kerr, a nice little drag move. Now he'll come to the boards. Leaves us for Morquay. Morquay's shot just misses the net. Now Sturl tries to go out front. They say no goal. Puck still fought for. And now we're going to have a whistle.
And a penalty.
And a penalty called.
Looks like two of them going, one from each team.
That would seem right based on my eye test. So no power play as Hayden DeMars and Carter Salo both going off. DeMars said it wasn't me, really.
Roughing call for both of them.
Bazalki says yes, it was. And he has the red armband and the striped shirt, so he gets to say.
He's one of them, and Bobby Zolke's dad's the other referee, and Keith Olaheiser's doing the lines tonight.
By the way, didn't mention we had an update from Hodgins Berardo over in Coleraine.
Yeah.
Greenway leading Gentry Academy 3-2 after a period.
They're getting outshot, which means Jurgensen's having a nice game.
Puck bounces right on, and Walsh makes the save, and we're going to have a whistle.
I'm not sure why, and I don't know that...
I don't know that anyone in the zone really knows why. I didn't see any penalty called. And the face-off is going to stay in the Cloquet zone.
Yeah.
So I have no idea. No penalties. Face-off stays in the zone. We'll just do it to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh. 2-0 Grand Rapids.
Now they're trying to tell them you can't change. You know, they got two guys they need to get out there. And the referee was sending them back to the
referee
box.
did put his arm up fairly early on that change, I believe. Beat Del Greco going up against Jay Stewart. Has a shot by Drotz looking for the natural hat trick, shot it just wide. A little miscommunication there between Nelson and Sam Sturl, and the puck slides out to center, and now we're going to have a whistle and a penalty. And Sturl was not that happy. Going to get a 2-minute cross-checking call, and Grand Rapids will get another power play as that call goes against Brady Anderson. Sam Sturl was not happy with how he was treated along the boards, and his teammates kind of skated him over the bench and said, settle down, we got a power play here.
Well, and then the Cloquet took the puck and shot it right back into the two players, Sturl and the Lumberjack, that ended up in the box.
This is a Grand Rapids Police Department power play. They remind you to hug your kids at home and belt them in the car. Thunderhawks with a power play goal by Garrett Drotz, as keeping it in for a moment is Easton Young. Now is shot down the ice. Puck behind the net, and Morquay slides it ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco finds Nelson, overskates the puck. Now Del Greco will pull it in. Del Greco goes back to Easton Young as the Thunderhawks set the power play. Little back and forth with Young and Caden Nelson. Looking for a lane, now goes to Del Greco. Del Greco down low, it'll come back out to Easton Young. And looking for the tip was Morquay, tipped it just wide of a wide open net. Down low, out front, and the puck will come out to center ice. Boy, they were looking for the pretty goal.
They really have been most of the night, and they're almost getting there. I mean, Jesus, they've been so close so many times with the fifth player to touch the puck.
They had one really nice goal on the rush. That was this line as Del Greco goes across to Easton Young. Young now to Del Greco, top of the circle. Del Greco looked for the tip. No one was there to tip it. Caden Nelson at the half wall. Back to the point to Morquay. 43 seconds left in the Grand Rapids power play. Morquay, one-timer for Easton Young. Didn't get all of it, and Walsh got across to swallow it up.
And some more shenanigans there. Down by the Cloquet net.
38 seconds left in the power play. And yeah, here we're going to have three defensemen out as they will put Sam Sturl up as a forward with Kerr and Henry Sturl, and then Murphy and Stauffer on D. So trying to get a little more net presence, I think.
I like it. Let's see what happens.
Henry Sturl goes down low to Kerr. Kerr looks for some room. His shot off the short side. Now Henry Sturl Sturl back to Stauffer. Stauffer's shot right on. Rebound, Sam Sturl. Another shot, and the goal. Justin Kerr puts home the rebound. It's 3-0. Grand Rapids 2 for 2 on the power play.
You were calling for one from him, right?
Well, I was calling for one from Henry Sturl, but that was J.J. Kerr gets his 5th of the year. And Grand Rapids now with a 3-0 lead. 2 of them power play goals, one by Drotz and an even strength by Drotz. And now a power play for Justin Kerr. Puck shot into the zone. There to get it is Walsh and play it up the boards. Now out to center ice comes Knutson. Knutson shoots it into the Grand Rapids zone. Thunderhawks pick it up with Mortensen. Mortensen through center ice, tries to go cross ice to a covered Verbeek. That doesn't connect. Stauffer keeps it in. Verbeek goes after it. Now here's Davis, back to Murphy, his shot. That goes off of a shin pad, and that stung Ermatinger. Hit right on the low part, maybe more on the instep.
Yeah, he had a hard time getting over the boards.
Now at center ice with a little room comes Rauner. He's taken out of the play nicely by Bauer Murphy. Now here's Stauffer. Stauffer behind the net, goes to the far side. Can't see anyone free, so just bumps it out to center. When in doubt, at least clear the zone, right? Now here's Easton Young. Young will get it in deep. For Drotz tries to come back to Del Greco, and that's tipped out to center ice. Quickly ahead, here comes Drotz. Drotz coming in, tries to stuff it underneath Walsh. Another rebound by Del Greco doesn't connect, and the puck comes out to center. Walsh getting a little tired.
I would think he should be. Real slow to get up after that last rush.
As Stauffer taken into the boards behind his own net. Drotz bangs it up the boards for Del Greco. His pass ahead doesn't connect with Sam Sturl. Now here comes Cooper Elena. Elena will backhand it in. I think that's his first shift of the day. And he's out against the Grand Rapids #1 line as a defenseman. Tries to move the puck up the boards. Drotz will take it away from him. Now Drotz out front looking for Del Greco just past his stick. 2-on-2 or maybe a 2-on-1, and it was the end of a shift pass just ahead of Painovich. Now Del Greco to Henry Sturl. Sturl drop to Del Greco, tries to go back to Drotz, and that's poked away. Painovich through center ice, and we're going to have our first penalty on Grand Rapids. Little spin around.
Outside, I think, is all.
Really?
I think so.
Oh, I thought he was gonna. It would have been a weak penalty, I thought, but he spun around, got a little stick, and went down. Yeah, just an offside.
Yeah.
Okay.
19-1 shots on goal in this period, Sheldon.
Yikes. 33-2 for the game, and Grand Rapids leading 3-0. Puck at the blue line, a little bit of a turnover there as Murphy has to retreat for it. Murphy behind his own net. Now with speed, gains the blue line, passes it ahead, out front looking for Kerr. Kerr can't put it home. Kerr again, stick handles it back to the point, leaves it for Morquay. Morquay puts it in deep. Young back to the point, poked out to center, and Morquay has to go back to get it. Ahead now to Hayden DeMars. DeMars with room, whistled a shot, rebound, they score! Justin Kerr makes it 4-0 with 37 seconds left to go. Dishes home another rebound.
That's 2 in a row for J.J. Kerr, coming here at 37 seconds of the second period.
Grand Rapids now with a 4-0 lead as they lengthen out the lead here. Justin Kerr again, number 16. 37 seconds left in the period. Grand Rapids unable to solve Jacob Walsh in the first period. They put 4 in here in the second. And DeMars gets the assist. And Sterl another assist. As the puck out to center ice, back to get it there is Jones. Jones moves it into the Grand Rapids zone. Mortensen back to get it. Plays it behind the net for Sam Sterl. Sterl moves his way through center. Little poke ahead at the buzzer. And the second period comes to an end. Grand Rapids lengthening out the lead, actually grabbing the lead and scoring 4 goals in the second. They lead 4-0 after 2 periods. We'll take a 3-minute break. You're listening to Thunderhawk and Lumberjack Hockey on J105 The Thunder and 96.5 WKLK in Cloquet.
Stay warm when you need to and cool when you want to, and get cash back from Lake Country Power when you install an air source heat pump. You could receive up to an $800 rebate on ductless or central air units. Air source heat pumps provide comfort, value, and efficiency, so stay cool in the summer and warm when it's cold with clean, low-cost air source heat pumps. Rebates are awarded on a first-come, first-served basis while funds are available. Call Lake Country Power today.
When you need to find a part at a price that's right, that red and blue sign is just within sight. Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Make sure your vehicle starts every time. Don't take a chance on that old battery. CarQuest Auto has the full line of Die-Hard batteries for most all vehicles in stock and ready to go. Save now on the new Die-Hard 10-gauge 12-foot-long booster cable set, too. Great prices every day at CarQuest Grand Rapids.
Roll in to CarQuest and roll on.
Got a favorite color? For Sammy's Pizza artists, it's red. The bright, beautiful red of our sauce with a secret mix of seasonings used to paint our canvas. Fresh dough made daily is sculpted by eager artists who create our signature crimped crusts. Sammy's Pizza artists, classically schooled by the masters. The tradition of Sammy's Pizza continues. Go to mysammys.com to find the location near you.
This is Chris Henriksen, Executive Vice President of Mortgage Lending at Woodland Bank. Home means different things to different people. During the holiday season, we all seem to agree that it is the place to be. The management and staff at Woodland Bank hope that this holiday season finds you at home, celebrating with those you love. Wherever home may be, we hope you enjoy its special joys. Merry Christmas and happy holidays from all of us at Woodland Bank. Woodland Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Red Tank Bonus Cash Sale is on now at Grand Rapids Chevrolet. Get a 2021 Silverado Crew Cab LT 4x4 with All-Star Edition on sale for $46,150. A 2022 Silverado Crew Cab Limited Custom 4x4 is $40,990. See the complete inventory at GrandRapidsGM.com. Remember, you can always stop and order exactly what you want and get price protection. Visit the friendly staff at the Northland's fastest growing dealership, Grand Rapids Chevrolet, on the car corner. Chevy, find new roads. New roads.
First American Title Insurance is here for you. Their local office, Itasca County Abstract Company, has provided service for more than 75 years. They can help with title insurance, real estate title certificates, abstract services, and escrow services. They are a proud and long-standing supporter of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics. Itasca County Abstract Company, a First American Title Insurance member, located in downtown Grand Rapids.
This is Hayden Mars with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Back at the IRA Civic Center as they clean up all the chuck-a-pucks. Grand Rapids establishing dominance in that period. They dominated in a lot of ways in period one, but period two was a different level.
Yeah, it must have been, because the pucks went in the net all of a sudden. None of them went in on the first shot, though.
No, they did not.
It was always a rebound or a third rebound that scored for Grand Rapids.
Except on the even strength goal. that tic-tac-toe all the way to the backside.
And then the rifle.
And that tap in.
Yeah.
So that one went in on the first shot, but it was an awful sweet play.
Yeah, and just, so much zone play. And, Grand Rapids does such a good job at the defense of keeping the puck in, knowing when to move up, knowing when to back out. And because of that, they're keeping the pressure on. And when they don't keep the pressure on, they make the play in the neutral zone and send it right back the other way and start over.
So for Cloquet, I think they played their game in the first period, kind of playing the Muhammad Ali rope-a-dope, right? Keep the pucks to the outside and take your chances, hope for a counterpunch somewhere. But Grand Rapids, like we said, got to the net and scored on 3 rebounds and one beautiful play.
Well, they're good enough, and they've got 3 lines and 5D that can move the puck. And so, you can only bunch up so long in front before they figure out a way to sneak it through and get a puck in the net.
We'll take another 3-minute break, come back with our Dr. Lee Jess between periods summary. 4-0 Grand Rapids after 2 periods, and you're listening to it on J105 The Thunder and 96.5 WKLK in Cloquet.
I'm Lori Clausen, one of your Grand Rapids Edward Jones financial advisors. Financial investments are very important, but so are the investments of time, patience, and encouragement our young athletes receive from their coaches, teachers, and mentors. That's why Edward Jones is a proud sponsor of Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Sports on J105. Call any of the Grand Rapids Edward Jones offices for all of your investment needs. Edward Jones, Making Sense of Investments, member SIPC.
The holiday season is upon us, and perhaps more than ever, it's important to remember the reason for the season, the birth of Jesus Christ. This is Noah Wilcox with Grand Rapids State Bank. Please join me to pause and give thanks and to pray for good health for all. And remember to support your locally owned businesses as you shop for your loved ones. They need our support. From me and my family to you and yours, I wish you a healthy and happy holiday season. Merry Christmas.
Dinner's great. It's one of your top 3 favorite meals. You just don't want to have to make it. Well, with Jimmy John's, you don't have to. Whether you live in a sandwich delivery zone or head into the store, you can always get a freaky fresh sandwich. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com.
At Jimmy John's, we want your sandwich to arrive freaky fast, so it's freaky fresh. So we only deliver within 5 minutes of our stores and not farther. Click to order at jimmyjohns.com. 5 minutes is not a guaranteed delivery time. Actual delivery times will vary.
Home closing can be stressful, even more so when you're not working with local professionals. Midland Title is the top choice when you want a local expert. They bank locally, and the salaries paid stay local. Plus, they will work hard to accommodate your schedule with flexible closing times. Their staff understands the Iron Range communities. Call Midland Title today to arrange your next closing. 218-328-8672. Proud to support Grand Rapids High School athletics.
If you're looking for an experienced and professional attorney in the Grand Rapids area, look no further than Sterl Law Office. Attorney Chad B. Sterl has over 22 years of legal expertise in dealing with criminal defense, family law, DUI, DWI, and many other legal practices. Let him help you through a stressful time by taking care of the legal logistics and delivering expert legal support. Call 218-326-9646 to schedule an appointment. Chad Sterl at Sterl Law Office, a proud supporter of Thunderhawk Hockey.
The Timberlake is serving up a new and exciting menu. New dinner entrees, appetizers, and sides, too. Try the walleye a la Ritz. Walleye breaded and baked to perfection. The scallops fettuccine Alfredo. Bay scallops, roasted tomatoes, and garlic and creamy Alfredo sauce. The Timberlake is also serving up a variety of salads, flatbreads, and wraps to fit any appetite. Open Monday through Saturday, 4 to 10 p.m. Kitchen open until 9 p.m. View the full menu at TimberlakeLodgeHotel.com.
Hi, this is Garrett Drotz with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J05 The Thunder.
4-0 Grand Rapids after 2 periods of play, and this between periods summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health, and proudly supporting Will Stopper and the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawks hockey team, wishing them a winning season. Dr. Jess stopped in, gave us a fist bump as we were doing the pregame show.
That's right. Always good to see him up here.
And almost got hit by a puck.
That's right.
You got a little more to report.
Well, you know, the first period ended 0-0. Grand Rapids outshot the Lumberjacks 14-1. But man, all sorts of things broke loose in period number 2. First one was a power play goal. Drotz's first of the night. Young and Del Greco on the helper. That came at 13 minutes and I think 2 seconds left in that period. Next goal was Drotz's again. Nelson and Del Greco on the helpers on that one. Even strength at 9:43 left in the period. Power play goal number 2 happened with 4 minutes left. Kerr on the receiving end of that one with Sturl on the goal, the number 18, which is Henry Sturl. And then the next one scored with 37 seconds. Goal number 4, even strength. And again, J.J. Kerr and DeMars and Henry Sturl on the helpers again. 21-1. Shots on goal in period 2, 35-2 after 2 periods of play.
Shot attempts were 32-1 in that period. Blocks, none for Rapids. Well, of course not. They had 1 attempt and 1 shot. 5 for Cloquet. Hits 6 apiece. Grand Rapids winning faceoffs at 74% and scoring chances that period 7-0.
Yeah, it's a game been dominated. My wife asked me before I came up here tonight, what did I expect? And I said, I don't know. I really don't, but I expect 50 shots on net for the Thunderhawks again, which probably hasn't happened in 5 games.
Right.
You know, they had a sequence where they had 50 shots average on net in 3 or 4 games in a row before they went up to Roseau War Road. But since then, it's been a little more realistic until tonight. They have controlled this thing from, well, actually from about 5 minutes in, right?
And this between period summary brought to you by Dr. Lee Jess, caring for your family's dental and oral health and proudly supporting the entire Grand Rapids Thunderhawk hockey team. We're going to try to take 2.5 minutes for our friends at Cloquet. We may get caught a little shorter than that. We'll be back with third period action. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder and WKLK in Cloquet.
Taco Tuesday is calling.
Tuesday!
Get seasoned beef tacos for just 99 cents each every Taco Tuesday. Craver Savers.
Crunching.
Taco John's. Bigger, bolder, better.
True taco lovers can't say Tuesday without thinking taco, especially at the home of Taco Tuesday, Taco John's. So this taco, head to Tuesday John's for Taco Tuesday for 99-cent deals on delicious beef Tuesdays. I mean, tacos. Taco John's.
Deanna Jagger of Edge of the Wilderness Realty is looking forward to building new relationships and assisting buyers and sellers with their real estate needs. She's built a strong professional reputation based on her reliability and personal approach to customer service and is ready to help you buy or sell your next home. Call Deanna at 218-259-2114 or visit EOWRealty.com for current listings. Love where you live. Live on the edge. Edge of the Wilderness Realty.
Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength. From sun up to sunset, we put the power in your hands to help you work the land. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, your John Deere authority, your helping hand, we'll get it done. Northland Lawn, sport and equipment, small town values, regional strength.
With so many fun holiday moments to share with family and friends, there's no time for slow internet or lagging Wi-Fi. So give your gang what they really want this year. GigaZone Internet and GigaZone Blast Wi-Fi from Paul Bunyan Communications. With speeds up to 10 gig, you'll be ready to share all the holiday fun. Call or click paulbunyan.net and get GigaZone Internet and GigaZone Blast Wi-Fi for the holidays.
Hi, this is Taylor.
This is Kurt.
This is Elena.
This is Andrew. This is Robbie.
This is Kenny.
This is Dylan.
On behalf of our entire crew here at SNS Meat,
As well as Brandon, Michelle, Paul, and the entire Hager family.
we would like to warmly thank you.
Our customers for your continued business in 2021. We appreciate all of you.
And we look forward to serving you in the new year.
From all of us at SNS Meat,
Merry Christmas.
Hey, this is Miles Gunderson with the Thunderhawk Hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Boy, the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks a little tardy.
Yeah.
In fact, referee going out to drag him out. Coaches are here. Maybe they got locked in the dressing room. I don't know.
Maybe they heard you needed 2.5 minutes for commercials because Cloquet's had 5 on the ice ready to go ever since you started those commercials, and the Thunderhawks aren't even out here yet.
Bobby, I think, has gotten action. What do you think? Actually, he's coming over to the coaching bench. Here we go. And I don't think Grand Rapids is going to have a lot of time to stretch here.
No.
I think you better get ready to go.
Got to cheer the fight song, and that'll be it.
Grand Rapids leading 4-0. 2 goals by Garrett Drotz, 2 by J.J. Kerr. In all goals in period 2. It was tied, no score after 1 period. And Grand Rapids, they got a few more shots, but what they got was close-in shots and those greasy shots, going after rebounds. And 3 of those 4 goals came on rebounds.
Yeah, you got the goalie down, and somehow, they get another handle on the stick and get that thing up and over the pads.
I say that, 2 of the 4. The first goal on the power play was a tip-in on the shot from the point.
Yep.
At least that's my memory. If your memory's better, you can correct me.
I'm sure it isn't.
Cloquet out there. Yeah, they've been waiting there for what? 3 minutes?
Yeah.
3-4 minutes?
Yeah, them and the cheerleaders are getting to know each other. They're spending so much time standing next to each other. And someone's back in the box for Rapids here. Delay a game. They're calling a penalty on them.
Okay. I don't know that I've ever seen that, but I don't actually disagree with it. It is Grand Rapids Police Department penalty kill, and being sent to the penalty box can leave you with the same feeling as seeing a police car in your rearview mirror making a U-turn behind you. And the Grand Rapids Police Department reminds you, don't drink and drive unless it's like me and it's a Sprite. So Grand Rapids will have to kill a penalty to start period number 3.
The coaches were on the bench in plenty of time.
Yes, they were.
Just the players that must have been having a conversation in the locker room.
So for Grand Rapids, they have to kill this penalty. 78.9% penalty kill for Grand Rapids. Those 2 power play goals they let in against Elk River hurt that a little bit. And Cloquet, they've struggled on the power play, just 8.8%.
Right.
Back to get it for Cloquet is Carson Young. Young will move it through the middle, and the puck bounces into the Grand Rapids zone. Comes around to the point, kept in there by Young. Now Grand Rapids gets it out with Del Greco. He has Young jumping into the rush, and a drag move into the center of the ice, and what a save by Walsh.
Yeah, beautiful toe drag by Del Greco through 1D, and then a nice shot.
Shot right on, and
there's a save for Gundy.
Yeah, there's a save for the period. Now he's had 1 every period.
Right.
16:06 to go. We're 3rd period action. Grand Rapids leading 4-0 with 1:07 to go. Face off to the right of goaltender Miles Gunderson. Daneski taking the draw. He'll win it back to the point, but Drotz, who has 2 goals, gets it out to center, chases after it. He's tied up by Salo, still fights for it along the boards. Puck squirts in front and picked up there by Ryan Jones. Jones out to center, backhands it ahead. After it is Kerr. Kerr slides it up the boards, bounces to the point, not out. Back to the point again to Ryan Jones. His pass hits Drotz and comes out to center. Now shot in to the Cloquet zone. You see Bauer Murphy out there killing penalties too.
Yeah.
He just rotates right through now. As Mortensen picks it up and turns it around into the Cloquet zone. 14 seconds left in the Grand Rapids penalty. One more rush for Cloquet as they shoot it in. Gunderson leaves it there for Sturl with 3 seconds left. Sturl waits. And Grand Rapids gets it out to center. And offside, just offside, the Lumberjacks.
Linesman Olheiser was right there. I was hoping he was going to make the call because I saw it as offside as well. Let's thank Grand Rapids General Motors, Grand Rapids State Bank, Sammy's Pizza, Paul Bunyan Communications, as well as Woodland Bank and CarQuest for sponsoring Thunderhawk Hockey on the Thunder.
Puck shot into the Grand Rapids zone off the faceoff. Will Stauffer back to get it. Stauffer moves it to DeMars. DeMars ahead to Kerr. Slides past him. And picked up by Carson Young. Young goes off the boards, and it's backhanded into the Grand Rapids zone. Gunderson leaves it there for Stauffer. Stauffer plays it ahead for Sturl. Now Kerr. Kerr, who has 2 goals, finds Easton Young. He looks back for Stauffer, and that deflects off a defenseman right on goal.
Yeah, he was kind of going to the face-off circle and skating kind of backwards, looks back to the D, tries to pass it to him, or somebody coming through the high slot at least, deflected right on goal from a Cloquet Lumberjack, no less.
Yes, it was. Ermatinger, good to see Ermatinger back out. He got stung by a slap shot in the second period. Back to the point to Young. His shot goes wide of the post. Rebounds to the near side. Flipped out to center ice by Knutson. Picked up by Easton Young. Circles behind his own net. Moves it ahead out to center. Thunderhawks can't quite control it. And back the other way comes Ermatinger. Ermatinger overskates it. Puts it out front. Thunderhawks cover that. Now behind the net is Ryan Jones. Jones centering pass intercepted. And back comes Hayden DeMars. DeMars takes a look. And his shot deflects, hits the side of the net. Back to the point to Sam Sturl. His shot stopped. And a little flip out looking for the breakout pass, but the timing wasn't there. It would have been intercepted anyways.
Yeah, calling an offside and bringing the face-off back down the other way.
And this face-off all the way back into the zone.
Yeah.
Well, I guess.
Oh, now they move it.
Yeah, come out to neutral ice. Grand Rapids leading 4-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Taking the draw will be Del Greco against Painovich. I don't think Del Greco's lost a draw tonight.
Seems like Rapids has won a lot of them. And Marv Stats would tell us that too.
Yes.
There we go.
Leveled at center ice was Painovich. Who laid the lumber to him?
That was Sturl.
Sturl?
Yep. Sam, right? 24?
24, Sam Sturl. Puck in front of the Cloquet net. Flipped up and comes down, but Sam Sturl keeps it in. Sturl tries to work his way down low. Puck played with a high stick, but goes to the other team for a bit. Now the puck in front. Doesn't get all the way to Nelson. Back to the point, and it'll go past Sturl down the ice. We'll have an icing call on the Lumberjacks. 12:45 to go, third period action as the Thunderhawks lead 4-0.
You know, that was a solid neutral zone hit by Sturl, and I think he let up. Because he saw the guy he didn't see him coming.
Yeah.
I think he kind of let up and gave him a little bit of a break.
Well, and I think, Sturl's about 6 feet tall.
Yeah.
And Painovich not near that tall.
Close.
And if you go in really hard, you're going to get an elbowing or something because you'll hit him high or a head contact.
Yeah.
And he still lit him up pretty good. Whew. That was a beautiful open ice shoulder hit. Out to center ice. Here comes Mortensen. Mortensen's centering pass doesn't connect. Off the wall, comes out to center ice. And Bauer Murphy goes far side for Easton Young. Young brings it into the zone. Young looks for some room. Shot just wide of the post. I think he had some room there too. Kept in by Hayden Davis. Behind the Cloquet net goes Ryan Jones. His pass gets out to center. Knutson moves it ahead for Kilichowski. Shot into the Grand Rapids zone. Both teams make stage changes as Easton Young through center ice. Guess what? Didn't hit anybody.
I thought someone got a stick on it there, but it is icing on the Thunderhawks with a 4-0 lead, and again 37-3 shots on goal so far. Let's thank Edward Jones Incorporated, First American Title, Itasca County Abstract, Roth RV, Lake Country Power, Essentia Health, Northland Lawn, Sport, and Equipment.
Right back out is Painovich on this shift, so that's nice to see. He's checking to see if Henry Sturl is out. Puck right out in front, and Gunderson had to be careful on that. Don't pull a muscle. He's not even warmed up right now. As DeMars out front, and Henry Sturl's shot goes over the net. Faceoff will be in the Cloquet zone to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh.
And I know you've mentioned it once, but don't forget, folks, Thursday night's game has been postponed. Has it been rescheduled yet, Sheldon?
It hadn't been as of this afternoon.
Okay.
Puck slides back to the point, and getting there first, coming out is Lottie. Lottie takes a long shot that goes wide of the net. Out to center ice as Nelson kicks it forward and gets it to Drotz. Drotz puts on the brakes, fans on a centering pass, picks it up again. Drotz finds Nelson, goes in front, and taken away after that. Back comes Carson Young. Young gains the line, knocked off his pins by Caden Nelson.
Big back check by Nelson there.
He's just a complete hockey player, does everything well. Backhanded ahead, but it's icing on Grand Rapids. And the faceoff will come back in the Grand Rapids zone. Grand Rapids leading 4-0 on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard with 10:42 to go in period number 3.
Only 2 shots so far in this period for the Thunderhawks.
2-2, right? Shots on net.
Yeah.
As getting it out to center, here's Mortensen. Mortensen has Luke Dulong, who his first shift of the day. Dulong fighting for it behind the net. Dulong out there along with Mortensen and Eli Roloff, who's getting his first shift as well. So basically the fourth line.
Eli got the 5th goal in the JV game to make it a 2-goal difference.
Now here's Sam Sturl. Sturl takes a slap shot. That's blocked by Knutson. Kept in again by Sturl, but not for long, as Knutson will get it out to center. Offside, delayed offside right now against Cloquet, but DeMars makes short work of that anyways. DeMars cuts in front of the net. Puck goes to the side. Now Kerr. Kerr tries to go behind the net. He's taken off the puck. DeMars carries on, goes down low to Kerr, who has 2 goals tonight. Kerr kicks it to the stick. Back to the point. Bauer Murphy's shot saved by Walsh, even though I'm not sure he saw it right away. Another shot right on, another one that Walsh just lets hit him. 2 that he's been screened on. Now Sturl. Sturl back to the point to Sam Sturl. Long shot turned aside with the pad by Walsh. At the point, trying to keep it in is Bauer Murphy, but carrying it out is Doneski. Doneski has Painovich coming in, tries to cut out front. Nice job of holding the post by Gunderson. Spin around shot, that's blocked by Murphy. Henry Sturl back checking. Or J.J. Kerr back checking. I was going to say, what's a wing doing all the way back there? As Easton Young loses the puck, coming the other way is Stewart. Stewart gets it to Lottie, whose shot goes wide. Thunderhawks will get it out to center. Here comes Del Greco. Del Greco to DeMars, back to Del Greco. Sharp angle shot goes just wide.
He shot it behind the goalie through the crease.
Now here's Nelson quickly ahead to Del Greco. Del Greco finds Drotz, tries to slide it back for Del Greco. Goes wide out front. Del Greco again. Out for Drotz, he scores. There's the hat trick.
There it is, 17, gets number 3.
A one-timer that goes rope for Garrett Drotz, number 17. Has 3 goals tonight, someone's noticed. And Garrett Drotz goals 9, 10, and 11 tonight. 5-0 Grand Rapids on the Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard.
Well, I'm not sure if they're Cloquet fans or Rapids fans, but on that goal, a few have gotten up and left, Sheldon.
Said, okay, we got it. We saw the hat trick. Went and got the puck. That must be Garrett's first hat trick.
All right.
It's certainly not his first goals.
No,
he scored a lot last year, too. Easton Young moves it ahead. Here comes Mortensen. Back to Stauffer. His shot goes over the net. Mortensen tries to throw it in front. Back to the point. Stauffer able to just keep it in. Now Painovich will dump it down the ice. We'll have an icing call on the Lumberjacks.
Couldn't get the official scoring on that, but it looks like Nelson was one of the helpers. If there was another, I didn't
Del
hear
Greco
it.
had to be the other. Del Greco had it down low. Shots on goal are 41-6. 5-0 Grand Rapids with 7:44 to go.
Cloquet with the most shots they've had the whole night in this third period, and that's only a total of 3. Or 4.
4, actually, yeah. As Stauffer gains the red line and shoots it in deep. Carson Young moves it to the near side for Cloquet. Verbeek now down low for Hayden Davis. Shovels it behind the net to the far side. Kilichowski goes after it. He's taken to the boards. Thunderhawks stop that at the half wall as Mortensen tries to lug it through. And we'll have a whistle, and I think we got a couple guys locked in a little waltz there in the corner, and we're going to have coincidental holdings. Actually, I think they got their helmets hooked up, so no penalties. It was just 2 guys that got kind of like rutting bucks that got their antlers tied together.
Yeah, when you see that happen, it happened a little bit in hockey, but man, does it happen a lot in football, and that's kind of funny to see them trying to separate.
Face-off will be to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh. 7:05 to go in period 3 as Grand Rapids with a commanding 5-0 lead. Puck comes to Morquay, chases it to the half wall and gets it deep. DeMars goes after it. Behind the net, doesn't have anyone in front to pass to, so we'll go back to the point. Murphy fans once and gets it deep. Kerr pulls it behind the net and to the corner. Now Sturl. Still fighting for it as the puck comes to the point. And I think Kyle Lottie was like, where'd you come from? As Morquay pinched in so quickly, didn't know anyone was on him. No icing called, so Grand Rapids has to come through neutral ice. Taken away, now taken back away by Morquay. Brings it to Sturl as the Thunderhawks come in. Sturl, shot right on, rebound. Lays in the slot, but no one can get a stick on it. Now Easton Young comes out, picks up the puck at neutral ice and shoots it in. Out front, as Easton Young can't do it. Another centering pass. That one goes behind Del Greco. Now here's Easton Young. Gains the red line, shoots it in. Del Greco goes in hard. Fights for the puck. He'll pick it up. Del Greco's game just has that rink rat quality to it, doesn't it?
Indeed.
As he stick handles down low, gets it to Drotz, back to the point, shot from Easton Young, tips about 3 times and goes just wide. Walsh may have got a piece of it as well. Now Drotz down low to Nelson, who crashes the net and stopped at the post.
Tried to score that one by just driving right through the goalie as he came to the post, and goaltender was able to get an arm out, keep a hold of that puck. Shots in this period 8-4 in favor of Grand Rapids, and 1 goal on the board for them. Keep it a 5-0 game here.
Greenway and Gentry Academy tied 4-4 third period. Nice show by Greenway.
That's
I'm
a good
impressed.
game for the Raiders.
Defending single A champions, playing double A this year, Gentry Academy. Chasing it down low is Roloff. Tries to get it out front. And now Knutson out to center ice for the Lumberjacks. Picked up there by Stauffer. Stauffer winds his way up the boards, loses the puck, and has it shot back into the Grand Rapids zone. I don't think these guys want to call any more icings. They'll pretend it's tipped. As DeMars takes a hit, but still able to lug it into the zone. But I believe Mortensen took a step one beat too soon.
Yeah. Well, both referees waved off that icing, saying tips. Well, hopefully they were both right.
Faceoff will be just outside the Cloquet zone. 5-0 Grand Rapids. The Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital scoreboard. Grand Itasca Clinic and Hospital, the official sports medicine provider of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. Easton Young shot. Did that hit post?
I think I heard pipe, yep.
Has a shot turned aside by Gunderson from a long angle. Now down low comes Jay Stewart, loses the puck. Here's Henry Sturl. Sturl gains the line, shot right on. And Walsh makes the save and holds on.
Not a bad idea. Nice shot between the defender's legs and right on net.
Yeah, he's got to shoot a little more. He's got to, otherwise he'll make a liar of me. I called him goal for him today. 4:04 to go, 5-0 Grand Rapids. Del Greco to take the draw against Aaron Ermatinger. Grand Rapids looking out front for Del Greco. Doesn't connect. Now Del Greco puts on the brakes at the half wall.
Looks like Cloquet will be going to the box.
Now down low for Drotz. Drotz back to the far side, and now
a cross check.
So I'm not sure why the whistle went right then, as Grand Rapids still had the puck. But Carter Salo will head to the box for the cross check.
Comes at 3:43. Grand Rapids 2 power play goals already tonight.
Face-off will be to the right of Jacob Walsh. Yeah, Thunderhawks 2 for 2 on the power play. As Del Greco shot, goal! Del Greco, the snipe over the glove of Jacob Walsh, and Joey Del Greco makes it 6-0.
Let's make that 3 for 3 on the power play, huh?
Well, that'll up the power play percentage significantly. As Del Greco, instead of looking for the pretty play, just roofed it himself. And he snapped that.
That was a nice wrister up high. Back of the net and back out.
Off the face-off, this puck will go into the crowd. I think just one assist going to Nelson on that goal.
Yes, that's correct. He's assisted the last 2, and he got another one tonight already as far as helpers.
Nelson came into the game with 9 assists as Grand Rapids breaks in with Hayden Davis. Davis gets it to the point. Bauer Murphy can't control it as the puck bounces out past Stauffer. So we are in running time. Not that it makes a lot of difference. Just 2:53 to go in the game as Davis lugs it into the zone. Getting it there is Stewart. As Cloquet comes to Painovich. Long shoot in by Painovich as Cloquet makes changes. Bauer Murphy turns away from the forecheck, moves it up the boards. Cross ice pass behind Verbeek, waits for it. Flips it in for Mortensen. That doesn't connect as Knutson leaves it for his D, and the puck goes down the ice, and we will have an icing call. Now that we're in running time.
Yes.
They'll call icings again. Face off to the right of goaltender Jacob Walsh. Under 2 minutes to go. Back to Sam Sturl. Sturl's shot hits a stick and goes out of play. And the face-off will remain in the Cloquet zone.
What are you going to do for interviews?
Kerr and Drotz.
Okay.
As Henry Sturl gets it back to the point, Sam Sturl goes rink wide. And that hits the glass behind the net. Now Henry Sturl again tries to go out front. That doesn't work. Kerr out to Sam Sturl, who shot his right on. And Walsh will make the save and hold on. Face off in the Cloquet zone as we count down to a minute to go.
Everybody changes up, gets a new fresh 5 out there.
As Dulong, Roloff, and Mortensen out on this line for the Thunderhawks. Behind the net goes Carson Young. Now coming out the near side is Rauner. Rauner loses it. Dulong looking for the puck. It's kept in by Stauffer. 35 seconds left. Rauner makes a nice move. Leaves it for his D. Through center ice, tipped into the zone, and Stauffer goes back for it. Plays it up the boards, Ermatinger. Shoots it into the Grand Rapids zone as Grand Rapids clears the zone, back into the Grand Rapids zone. Final seconds ticking away. Grand Rapids will move to 8-3 on the year. As Stauffer, yeah, there's not near the crowd there was earlier, is there? As the buzzer goes, and that will wrap it up as Grand Rapids 6-0 win over the Lumberjacks. We'll take a break, and when we come back, Tom will have a wrap up, and we'll get our Dutch Room Mad Dogs Pizzas 3 stars and our Culver's post-game interview. You're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder, WKOK in Cloquet.
Affinity Plus is a proud supporter of our local hockey programs. This is Ann Cates, branch manager. Stop in and see us for your everyday needs and big life events, like opening up a membership for your child's first saving or checking account, or purchasing that home or fancy car. We would love for you to take advantage of our competitive low rates. Best of luck to our local hockey teams on a great season. Affinity Plus is insured by the NCUA, and you can learn more about us at affinityplus.org.
The holidays are here and Super One Foods is ready to help. Stop in our meat department and pick up something delicious for your holiday meal. Maybe at Smithfield assorted pork chops, $1.66 a pound. Or Black Angus boneless ribeye roast, $11.97 a pound. Or how about Smithfield ham, only 88 cents a pound. Create a delicious salad with Dole iceberg lettuce, 99 cents each. Or Honeycrisp apples, $1.66 a pound tote bag. From everyone at Super One Foods, we wish you and your family a very Merry Christmas.
Hey, it's Taylor from White Pine Jewelers. Let us help you with all your jewelry needs this season, whether it's repairing your family heirlooms or finding the perfect holiday gift. We have a wide selection of inventory available to us in all price ranges, and most repairs are done in-house, often with a 1-week turnaround. With nearly 40 years of experience, you can trust that we'll do our best to find or create whatever it is you have in mind. White Pine Jewelers, located behind McDonald's in the Pregame Plaza, South Grand Rapids. On Facebook and online at whitepinejewelers.com.
Doctors Rachel and Spencer Buchert and their team at Grand Rapids Dental Care are proud supporters of the Grand Rapids Thunderhawks. They know firsthand that in order to be successful, it takes the whole team working together towards a single goal. For Grand Rapids Dental Care, that goal is providing expert dental care for all of their patients. For a lifetime of healthy smiles, choose Grand Rapids Dental Care for all your dental needs. Online at grdental.com or call 326-3438 to set up an appointment. Go Thunderhawks!
Roth RV has Ice Track fish houses in stock. Designed and manufactured in Minnesota's North Country, where they know what it takes to build tough and durable equipment to withstand the worst of winter. The Ice Track all-aluminum alloy frame is hand-welded at every seam, and with the all-aluminum alloy, there's no rusting and no frame deterioration due to road salt. Ice Track skids are delivered open shell, which allows custom finishing. Roth RV also has Forest River's Grey Wolf ice fish houses, engineered with impeccable quality, offering a spacious interior to keep you comfortable. Roth RV.
What is up, everybody? It's Brendan here coming at you from Spartan Deli. And if this is the first time you've heard about us, then you are welcome. If you also happen to be on the path of improving your health and you're wondering where the best place to eat in town is, well, you found it, guys. It's right here at Spartan Deli, located in the Central Square Mall, where everything on our menu is 100% good for you and it tastes amazing. We're open 11 to 2 Monday through Saturday, and for more information, you can check us out at SpartanDeli.com.
Hi, this is Henry Sturl with the Thunderhawk hockey team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105, The Thunder.
Welcome back to the IRA Civic Center, and Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everybody, and Happy Holidays to the Thunderhawks as they skate away with a 6-0 win. Folks, it was 0-0 after one period of play. No penalties in the first period. And Grand Rapids, the Thunderhawks, had 14 shots on Walsh in nets for Cloquet. Cloquet 1 shot on the Thunderhawk net. So still 0-0 after one period of play. Things got started in period number 2 with a power play. Drotz, his first of 3 on the evening. Young and Del Greco on the power play helpers on that one. That came in 13:02 period 2. Number 2 goal scored, and that's Drotz again. 9:43. Nelson and Del Greco on the even strength helpers on that one. We go to 4 minutes left in period 2, and Kerr gets a power play goal. And let's see here, Sturl, it was Henry on the assists on that one. So at that point, it's 3-0, and one more goal put in the second period. It came at 37 seconds. Kerr got his second one of the evening, second one in a row. And DeMars and Henry Sturl on the helpers there. Shots on goal in period number 2, 21-1 in favor of the Thunderhawks. And let's see here. Everybody took 2 penalties in period number 2. Let's go to the third period. Drotz gets his hat trick completed at 8:10. And Caden Nelson on the helper. Del Greco on another one. And with 3:36 left in period 3, another power play goal. Del Greco gets this one as he rips a wrister. Nice shot, top corner. And Nelson on the helper. So for the night, Drotz ends up with 3 goals. And J.J. Kerr has 2. They got the first 5 of the evening. And number 10, Del Greco, ends up with 4 assists and 1 goal. And Caden Nelson, 3 nice helpers, as well as Henry Sturl, 2 assists on the evening so far. Miles Gunnarsson, he gets another shutout. That makes it 3 shutouts on the season so far. And in that third period, each team took a penalty, but only Cloquet paid with the 3:36 power play. Shots on goal in period number 3 were as close as they'd been all night, 12-6 in favor of Grand Rapids. So they end up out shooting 47-8 over the Lumberjacks, and 6-0 is the final score. The next game was supposed to be Grand Rapids traveling to Denfeld on Thursday night. That game has been postponed. So we'll see you after the holidays, after the Christmas break. We'll have some more hockey for you. But until then, it's and I don't know if we got another update on the Raiders at Gentry. They were tied at the end of 3. So that's a nice game over there. 6-0 the final score here in Grand Rapids. The Thunderhawks beating the Lumberjacks as they outshoot them 47-8.
And time for a Dutch Room Mad Dog's Pizza 3-star selection. And looking for delivery or takeout, you can give them a call at 326-1774 or order online at maddogspizza.com. What have you got for 3 stars, my friend?
You know, I got to go with Garrett Drotz, number 1 star of the game. And 3 goals is part of the reason, but he plays great defense like a lot of these Thunderhawks do. And then the number 2 star, we're going to give that to J.J. Kerr, because he got 2 goals and was out there playing a whale of a game. And Del Greco was in on 4 points. So we got to give him the number 3 star of the game. He had that final goal, and he also had 4 assists on the evening. So that's 5 points. He was in on just about every one of the goals.
Those are your Dutch Room Mad Dog's Pizza 3 stars of the game. And again, brought to you by the Dutch Room and Mad Dog's Pizza. You can check out their Facebook page for daily lunch and dinner specials. We'll take one more 2-minute break and come back with our Culver's post-game interview. 6-0 Grand Rapids, the final score. And you've been listening to it on J105 The Thunder and WKOK in Cloquet.
We're here with Kirk Adams, Northern Market President of Deerwood Bank. Kirk, why is it important for you to support Grand Rapids Thunderhawk Athletics?
Being born and raised here, I love supporting the community that helped raise me. That is why I'm working with my team at Deerwood Bank to bring nice and simple banking to the entire Grand Rapids area. From your first savings account to life after retirement, we're here to help you.
Deerwood Bank. Banking made nice and simple. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender.
The Motor Shop wants to wish all of our student athletes the best of luck this season. At the Motor Shop, we service and sell all motors for every heating system. Heck, bring in the whole squirrel cage and we'll hand it back to you ready to go. Snowblowers not running? No problem for the Motor Shop. The Motor Shop does service on all makes and models of ATVs, snowmobiles, and side-by-sides. The Motor Shop also has sharpening service. So bring in your knives, scissors, chainsaw blades, and other circular saw blades. If it has a motor, gas or electric, simple. The Motor Shop.
This is Scott at Mackley Auto Repair, reminding you it's the perfect time of the year for an alignment. It not only helps with tire wear, it also helps with how your car handles and performs. We have the latest equipment, so call us at Mackley's Auto Repair, located in downtown Coleraine. And as always, we'd like to thank our loyal customers and look forward to meeting the new ones.
You don't want to work at just any old place, and you don't want to work just any old time. Maybe you want to work mornings, afternoons, or late nights, weekdays or weekends. For job openings on your schedule, check out the openings at McDonald's.com. They're hiring for multiple shifts and positions. McDonald's can be more than just a job. They have great career opportunities available for the right people. If you're looking for fulfilling work and a fun and challenging atmosphere, don't wait any longer. Apply at McDonald's.com. I'm loving it.
Hi, this is Bauer Murphy with the Thunderhawk Hockey Team, and you're listening to Thunderhawk Hockey on J105 The Thunder.
Welcome back one last time to the IRA Civic Center. Time for our Culver's post-game interview, and we have stars 1 and 2 ready to go. Culver's post-game interview. We got J.J. Kerr and Garrett Drotz. And Garrett, I saw you get the puck after the third goal. Your first hat trick?
Yeah, I think so. It was nice. My line mates really set me up, and it was a good game, I guess.
Well, the first goal, it took a while to get that first goal past Walsh. Talk about that power play goal.
Yeah, Easton saw me, I think, through the middle, and I just got a tip on it. He's a really good goalie. Walsh, we played Elite League with him, and he's a really tough goalie.
And Justin, you got 2 as well in that second period. It looked like the goal was really to crash the net and put some rebounds in. You did that in the second.
Yeah, I mean, like Garrett said before, I mean, he's a great goalie, so, you got to get pressure in the net, and you got to be crashing the net to get those goals. You can't beat him just on one shot. And I mean, that's what you expected. It was a goalie you knew, so you said, hey, let's go for it? Yeah, I mean, we've played with him before, and he's just, he's a stud, so we knew what we were getting into.
It looked like it took a little while for stuff to mesh out there in the first period.
Yeah, we were a little slow off the get-go, but I guess we got our feet going and finished it off.
Now, you only get 1 game this week. That mean harder practices, a little more skating?
Yeah, I mean, Coach already threatened us with some with bagging us, but hopefully not. But yeah, we probably need it. And
do you feel like conditioning's where it needs to be yet, Garrett, or it needs to get a little better yet?
Yeah, we definitely need to get conditioned, and these better teams they'll capitalize on us. So yeah, we got to get conditioned a little bit. Yeah.
Well, nice win tonight, guys. Here, you can fight over a couple certificates. Good luck.
All right, thank you.
And that was Garrett Drotz and Justin Kerr on our Culver's post-game interview. Flavor of the day is Reese's Peanut Butter Cups, stirred in with delicious chocolate, fresh, frozen custard. Really Reese's. If you like peanut butter, it sounds like the way to go. And final thoughts, Tom?
Well, this is happening out here, the skate with the Thunderhawks.
Yes,
That's
it
neater
is.
than heck. But I'm glad to get back to the rink, see some games. It's been a while, and it kind of left off where the last one was. I think Proctor was what they did, where they controlled it, but against a much better team. Cloquet has great goaltending. They had a few skaters, and they're pretty young, so I would expect something out of them at the end of the season. They'll not be an opponent to overlook come section play.
Yeah, I would guess that is true. Last report we had over at the Snake Pit, it was 5-4 Gentry with 4 minutes left. They had outshot the Raiders 55-21. Next game for Grand Rapids will be a week from tomorrow on the 28th or the 29th, right?
In Minnetonka.
In Minnetonka, and that is actually a 2 o'clock game. It was originally scheduled for a little later. That is a 2 o'clock in the afternoon game on the 29th in Minnetonka. We'll have it for you right here on J105 The Thunder. That will wrap it up from the IRA Civic Center. 6-0 Grand Rapids, your final score. And thanks for listening. For Tom Downing, I'm Sheldon Willis. You've been listening on J105 The Thunder and WKLK in Cloquet.